Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master today. Today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through the 2013 Legacy of the Crystal Shard adventure. And with me today are the stars of this quarantine campaign, the Quarantine Crusaders themselves. I'll go through the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? And first up, wheeling his way back, is Andrew.
I love this new chair. Hello, I am Andrew. I'm glad to be back after a move. I am playing Kola, a level 4 Dwarven Priest of Clangeddon.
Nice.
Was recently. We'll see what happens with him. He's got a little something in his eye.
Yeah. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I am playing Falcarel Hawkfriend, your lovable ranger with his asshole hawk. He's actually a 5th level ranger and 5th level specialty priest of Solinar.
Nice.
You sure you don't have that ass backwards?
Could be.
Nice. Next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I'm playing Thomas Branner, who is a 5th level fighter.
Excellent. And next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen. I am playing Gorwin, who is an elven fighter of the 4th level.
Outstanding. And last but certainly not least is Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I am playing Lex Wiltshire. He is a 5th level ranger of Myliki. And that's it.
Nice. All right, so guys, it has been, at the time of recording, it has been about 3 weeks since we last played. We had some difficulty with regular attendances over the summer, or just over the, I guess, long weekend or so. So let's bring ourselves up to speed as to what happened over the last couple of sessions. What do you guys remember doing over the last little bit?
There were pirates.
We defeated them.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to zoom you in here. There we go. All right. Yes. So you guys were at Caer Naval. That was the last sort of community that you reached when you were on the making your way towards Lac de Sheer. I don't remember why you guys went to Lac de Sheer. Were you heading towards
way back when we were traveling from the Dwarven Valley, and we were going to go to Bryn Shanner, and then we met refugees from the tribes people.
Yep, Tribe of the Elk.
The Tribe of the Elk, and they one of them basically said, "Hey, I can take you up to the Evermelt, right? Is the name of the glacier that
Yes.
the Frost Witch is hanging out at with her undead dragon or whatever it is."
Yep.
And so we were like, "Oh, cool! Why don't you take us there?" And so we decided that the best way to go was to go, instead of going to Bryn Shander, to just kind of make our way back from the entrance to the Dwarven Valley along kind of this way through Icewind Pass. But when we got to Caer Naval, we found out there were some shenanigans going on with pirates and black ice, and somebody, who knows who it was, decided that we would pledge ourselves to deal with that problem. And so then we fought some pirates, and if memory serves, we defeated the pirates and did our best to get rid of the black ice. And some of us were just fine with that, and I seem to remember somebody, maybe our dwarven companion, had some issues. And I think that's where we left off, is planning to go back to Caer Naval to pick up our guide, to go through Icewind Pass, to march up through the wintry wastes to get to the Evermelt.
Nice.
Yeah.
So one other thing that has happened in the interim since we last played as well is that Rise of the Frost Maiden has been released now too, which is cool. And it's interesting. I haven't had a chance to go through it in great detail yet. I wanted to see the setting material from it, and the neat thing is that it doesn't make express reference to the events of this module, apart from saying that it happened. There are a couple of characters that make reappearances in here, which is interesting, and it assumes a conclusion that is dramatically different from what's already happened in our campaign, which is fantastic. But it also makes some changes as well too. Like there's two things in particular that are sort of central to our campaign that are not referenced whatsoever in the adventure. At least I haven't found it yet. And they make a, but it's an interesting. One of the things we were talking about was we were curious how much of the updating would be. It looks like they created brand new maps for the whole thing as well too. So. I know, Andrew, you picked up the Legacy of Crystal Shard book as well. It's the upside is it's not, there's not going to be reprinted material from here or into here too. So,
That's good to know.
Yeah, it makes the
Not
picking that
I've
up.
read that either yet, because I kind of want to, I don't want to spoil anything for myself.
Absolutely. Well, there's
According
interesting.
to Amazon, actually, my copy of Icewind Dale or Rime of the Frost Maiden should be arriving today, so we'll see.
Nice. Winter comes early. The other interesting thing is that it makes some interesting re-envisioning of certain elements of the campaign as well too. So it's the long and the short of it is that anyone this is not going to spoil this campaign whatsoever. We're already so different from what happens in the canon material, and they really don't. Whatever happens in this module does not really hinge on this one, but it's a really cool example of taking an existing kind of fun and interesting adventure area, taking some elements and then reworking it completely to make this thing. So it's it is pretty cool.
So us being off the beaten path of the adventure, is that any different than any other game you've ever run?
No, exactly. It just makes it easier to know that I don't have to worry about working towards this now, because we're already far too gone. Well, and that's also, a good, just before we jump in general too, it's a good exemplar of why it's important to make the modules your own, right? It's one of the not downfalls, but one of the constraints that comes from running something like an adventure path or one of those long-term adventure ones is that you kind of have an assumed conclusion, and there are certain things that there's an assumed path that goes along with it. So sometimes it can be tricky to, if you want to just follow along with the adventure and play through, that's great. But some of the fun from this campaign has been seeing the crazy, unexpected developments that we've had. Who would have thought that Kola would have murdered his mom?
Well, murder is a hard word. Let's not go
Well,
over
also,
it.
it kind of depends on the.
My champion.
It was a assisted death or something.
Sir Arlen, you're saying?
Oh, I was gonna say it also. I think certain publishers have figured out if you make a more kind of picaresque campaign and stuff, then you don't need with more the players go to this place and this sort of thing happens, and it maybe ties into the other stuff, but it's more of kind of the Conan stories or even Don Quixote obviously is the big example of the picaresque novel, but anyway, but the point being that you can do stuff like that and avoid some of the problems, but some people haven't figured that out yet.
I would say that this one does seem to learn the lessons that were drawn before. What was it? The giant adventure, Giant Slayer? No, that's the Paizo one. Whatever the giant Thunder. What is it? Something Storm King's Thunder. Is that it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So you've got a different you've got a different way of going through it. That seems to have this as well too, different ways of accessing it, different things of playing up. So, and it is. I'm not going to spoil anything about it because I don't want anyone to have it spoiled. But the fact that the thing, at the Mountains of Madness, The Shining, and what was the other one? Alien are specifically listed as source materials. It looks like it would be a shit ton of fun to run. Horror's got to be your bag for you to enjoy this adventure, or at least you got to be able to put up with it. But it would be it looks like a really, really good adventure. Just a very different kind of adventure than what we've been playing. I'm horrifying you with giant. It's the kind of adventure I would love to run as well too. It's just different from what we've been playing. So. Anyway, so then, guys, we are going to pick up with you guys making your way across Lacton. Oh, the other thing is, I guess I'll just quickly say, is that the upside is there's some really cool ideas that are introduced in there that I'm going to steal from it. Like, there's vampiric gnolls.
Oh
And that's
no!
so great. Because vampires in that edition, they drain blood or con or something like that. And vampires in AD&D second, they drain levels. So it will be much more terrifying.
Negative energy protection. It is okay.
Yeah, yeah, really. All right, hold on. You guys, can any of the priests? I know Cola can't turn undead. Can Falcarol?
No.
You guys are in trouble. Oh man. Okay, so then. Let's pick up with you guys making your way across Lac Dinashir. So,
I got to retire, guys. It's been, Lex is going to become a fisherman in Lac
I'm
Dinashir.
feeling my fever's coming back up. Oh god. Once we're in a warm and pleasant land. That's funny. Okay, so guys. Oh shit! I should have loaded it too. They actually have. I think I shared it on Discord, but they do have a really great illustration of Caer de Naval in the Rise of the Frost Maiden 2, which I quickly show you, just because this will be the scene that you guys will be seeing as you come sailing up. Yeah, take a look at this, guys.
Yeah, the sort of fort on the hill.
Nice.
As is always, the illustrations in it are just amazing. Okay.
Classic WotC putting out the money for good illustrators.
Yeah, really. I guess it helps when you've got your stable of, because it seemed like based on Twitter, it's mostly like magic artists that are also doing D&D stuff now too. So, but it, yeah. So you guys come sailing into the docks at the foot of that rise where Caer de Naval is. The tone amongst the surviving, pirates is really not. It's very, very quiet. Like they've been almost silent the entire time along, only speaking when a need arises for navigating the lake. How are our heroes feeling? Now, Cola, Falcarol, and Tom look a little banged up as well too. Did Falcarol or Cola have any spells left from that last scrap?
I had no healing spells left.
Didn't we stay the night though? Because we stayed the night before heading back. So you guys could probably
spend the night in order for specifically so that I could cast Protection from Evil. It was part of our preparations to avoid precisely what happened.
Oh yeah, and so then I'm assuming we already did the 3 points of healing that you would have gotten.
Most likely.
Yeah.
So I don't think we didn't actually see the black ice like prow or whatever it is, or frontispiece or whatever go into the water yet, have we?
No, we just loaded it up into a boat to get it out there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember whether any of us noticed the mistake. I think we
no one
literally
did.
ended on the.
Yeah, we ended with Cola looking out and having that fragment of black ice in his eye.
So we know as players, but we don't know as characters. That's
correct.
Yeah. Okay, so then I guess in the morning, Falcarol and Cola would have had an opportunity to prepare other healing spells if they chose as to. What do you guys do? You want to cast anything before you set out into the lac?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I don't mind
lake monster, the ghost or something out there.
I'm definitely keeping my endure cold spells prepared and cast, so in case we fall over. But
yeah,
I'll load up on some cure mods.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need cure command. I'm just cure lights.
Oh, actually, did we? Because we recover.
We did that already.
Oh, we did our recovering of hit points. Yeah.
I think
so, yeah.
Cola has medicine or first aid.
Falcarol does as well.
Healing. Yeah, healing. I've got healing.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit Tom with some healing magic. There's a 7 back for Tom. Nice. And And I'll do another 7 to Tom, or another 9 to Tom. So that should put him at top form.
Awesome.
And then I'll do a few cure lights on myself.
What was I?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I might do a cure light on myself.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
I think I'll be good with 12 hit points back.
Andrew's
one more
already sending secret messages to the DM. I love it. The
Oh,
black
sorry.
ice is... we got the black ice pipeline is already open. All right. So, how are Lex and Gorwin kind of coping with this development as well, too? I know, Gorwin, you sort of volunteered to take out these pirates, but now having found who they actually are, how's he handling this? Or processing it, I guess.
Kind of probably about as well as could be expected. I mean, he was the one who sort of signed us up, and he was the one who suggested after our first fight with the pirates that the reason there haven't been survivors from the boats is because they've probably been taking on captives and turning them into more pirates. So he was probably sort of prepared for the possibility that we were going to mostly find kind of fishermen who have been turned into pirates through the black ice stuff. That doesn't make it particularly palatable what has happened to them necessarily, but it kind of helps be prepared for it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And he's glad that we were able to take prisoners this time, unlike that time in the Dwarven Valley where we had to put down the barbarians.
Yeah.
That was a lot rougher. It's
Absolutely. What about Lex?
Yeah, I think fairly similar. Like having had to kill dwarves and eliminate that group of barbarians from the other tribe. This is a lot easier to take, although it's still not like terribly easy.
Yeah.
So Lex is, he's probably coping better now than he did when we had to execute those barbarians.
Okay. So then, guys, what are you thinking is going to be the next step when you get back?
Well, I think we were going to intercede for a lot of the prisoners because effectively they were forced.
Yeah.
And try and get them reintegrated into society. Obviously, some of the pirates' boats, I think, probably would be used to provide recompense for the families who have lost people.
The families affected by it too are unfortunately, in a lot of cases, the not distant relatives of the people who ended up becoming pirates. Right, just because of by virtue of how the black ice worked on these people. Let me get the name of the guy again. Your friend, the speaker for Care de Naval, who commissioned the Kranich Seaver, right? Yeah, good old Kranich. So then, tell me how you guys dispose of the... Looks like everyone's got their healing done. Cole, did you get any on yourself?
Yep.
Oh, did you? Okay. So then, tell me how you guys are going to dispose of the mast. You've got it hooked up to the one ship that you had. You guys last time told me about the elaborate steps you were taking to make sure you weren't exposed to it. You're just going to plunge it down into Lactina Shear?
I have the option of warping the wood and having it sink slowly, but that's if we have a better idea.
Yeah, are you sinking the whole ship, or are you just going to dump it overside?
Well,
I think we had it on a sort of almost a sort of not a stretcher, but like a platform, so we could lift it without touching.
Yep.
I think we were just going to lift
it was a leather. It was an apparatus made out of straps, because of leather straps, because they weren't concerned about touching it, whereas, and that's what led to the mishap with Cola as well.
Yeah.
So and you guys have 5 points of astonishing fortune as well,
yes.
too.
Out of habit for that.
Yeah, I think we're just going to tip it into the deepest part of the lake.
John, you are deeply missed when you're not, because everyone is like, who's tracking this shit?
Yeah.
So you're just going to sail out and then just dump it in?
Yeah, I think that was, somewhere deep.
Sure. So who is going to be on that ship for when the Black Ice Dragon arrives? I mean, because I want to know seating arrangements.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on that ship.
Yeah, I'll handle the disposal.
Okay.
I vote
My
Cola's
idea.
on that ship.
We don't need Cola. Well, out of character, we don't need him anywhere near that thing. But in character, sure.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
he's
don't
doing his
know.
Boromir where he paddles
I'm
up the
thinking-
boat next to Frodo and then starts staring at him
Yeah.
intensely.
I don't think so. To date, I don't think Cola, since you guys have helped Cola free himself from the grip of the Black Eyes, I don't think that you guys have seen him do that kind of like, Gollum-esque, like, black. He seemed to be, I mean, dwarves are, I guess, tough to read, but we haven't seen him coveting Black Ice
Yet.
yet. Yeah.
Whoever's going to be in the boat, I'm going to give them Endure Cold, so in case it goes over, they won't freeze to death.
Okay. Is Cola in the boat with the Black Ice?
I mean, might as well be.
Okay. And Tom is in that boat as well too. We'll assume there's one or two other people in there. What about the rest of you guys? Are you all going to be in a separate ship or boat?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
so-
the boats are quite small, aren't they? They can
Yeah.
only like 2 or 3 at a pinch, man.
Yeah.
They can hold, 5, I think, but
Yeah, they
fishing boat
can.
for like 2 or 3.
Yeah, if you're cramming them on, you can fit more in there. It's just that the to appear like fishermen, you only can have 1 or 2 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we need people on more than... We've got quite a few boats, I think. I think we have
Yep.
5 now.
Let's
So,
take a look. We had a bunch that were moored at the.
Yeah, but some of the other boats were being used to take fishermen back to some of the other towns. Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't have like 3 boats or.
I mean, if we have more than enough boats, we may as well just float the Black Ice out on its own, like tied to one of our boats, just kind of like tug it along, and then warping the wood to make
Yep.
it sink. I mean, that's probably the safest way to do this.
Cola,
I go for
would you?
Tommy's going to say, do you know how much... Well, effectively, those boats are the Jared Inaval's people's lifelines, and we're sinking to them a scarce resource. That seems a little...
Cola, would you give me a save versus spells, please, without your dwarven bonus?
Yeah, Cola's got the best resistance. He should definitely be with Black Ice.
So I guess we'll just -4 from
Okay.
this then. So that's just a 7.
Okay. All right. So, what ends up happening, guys, is as you are, getting yourselves ready, what you find is as soon as you start going out to the to bring the Black Ice to out, I'm assuming that some of the pirates have or the ex-pirates have left to sail back to their own places. You are preparing to get the Black Ice, or the one with the Black Ice, and then the rest of you guys out to return to Caer Dineval. And what you quickly find is that the boat that is containing the Black Ice, very almost as soon as you start going out, it's one of the boards gives way and it is sinking very, very fast. And it is not helped by having that massive heavy stone on it. And you may remember the condition of the water. It's only a little far, like a little ways out from shore when this occurs. So we've got Cola and Thomas and one of the fishermen in that boat, and it is going down fast. So what do you guys do?
I'm going to as I notice this.
Yep. Let me put you guys in boats here too.
I think I may not act or say anything just yet.
Okay.
But my eyes are immediately darting to the shard, the Black Ice. And I don't know if Tom could catch this or not, but if he's able to catch it, he might notice my eyes immediately dart to him and then settle on the other fishermen who are with us, and back to they're darting between the fishermen and the ice.
Okay, let's bring on.
Well, Tom's going to say, you two go on the other boats. Can someone cast warp wood to get fixed a boat? And we'll take it out a bit further and I'll dump it.
It is going down very, very quickly. And no one is a shipwreck.
Okay, I'm going to call out to the others and say, quick, pick us up.
Yeah, we can get over there. Unless I have eyes on the...
Once we call you, you realise what's happening and we can tranship.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go, guys. We got Cola and Tom on the Black Ice boat. And Falcarel. Oh, let's move this boat to the back. Boom. Lex and Gorwin on another boat. Right here.
Okay.
Okay.
We've only got the two.
There's probably another boat of them, but I'm not really concerned about what the fishermen are doing. This is a hard segue into now it's a story about fishermen, so we leave our heroes behind. Let's explore the troubled lives of formerly possessed fishermen.
I might go ahead and cast an Endure Cold on me.
Okay. Cola, do you have metal armor on?
Oh, we didn't bring...
No, we took our metal armor off. We were all wearing leather in battle.
Okay. So you guys are able to make your way over there to rescue your allies before they go down. Your boots maybe get a little wet, but all of you are able to hop onto this other boat, and that one still with the black ice lashed to the boat quickly disappears beneath the blackened water.
How deep is it there? We know.
Actually, you said it's like Loch Ness.
Yep.
I mean, those are very deep, very soon.
Yep.
It's effectively a U shape. It's a glacial valley.
Yep.
I can't remember the technical term, but it's basically a big U shape.
Right.
So
but
there's not
you
much
guys,
of a beach.
Yeah, that's just it. There is effectively almost no beach here. It kind of goes in there and then it gets very deep very quick. They don't know how deep. I mean, they may do. I guess they would do like what do they call them? Not the fathom testings or whatever.
Surroundings, I think.
Yeah.
Loch Ness is like 900 feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I guess the bigger question is right here. Is it like deep enough that once it goes down, we can't see it on the bottom or anything like that?
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. The way that these waters they almost supernaturally seem to obscure whatever you're seeing as soon as it goes beneath. I mean, this is most lakes, right? Like you.
Yeah.
Well,
what I was wondering is just since we're still pretty close to the shore, it's not like the black ice is sticking up out of the.
No. Yeah. No. It's definitely beneath. Like it's going to be at least. I think at least. Like 30 or 40 feet down. Because the slope, Mo's absolutely right, just like Loch Ness, the slope into the lake goes down very quickly, but this is not going to be the deepest part of the loch either.
That's right.
This isn't going to come back to bite us at all.
Well, then we just have to eliminate all the witnesses.
Yeah.
Kidding. Lex looks back at the fisherman.
Lex feels so much better that he didn't have to kill these guys after after those mercenaries out in the woods.
We just need to get an apparatus of Qualesh and do a proper diving expedition.
So this is not, given your past experience with the black ice, and given that you know that all of these fishermen are, were afflicted with the black ice very, very recently, it is not an unfair assumption that there's sabotage involved here.
Yeah.
Right. It's never going to be easy with how cold that lac is and how dark it is. It's never going to be easy to recover stuff. In the middle of the lac where you guys were intending on dropping shit, absent some kind of powerful magic, it would have been gone forever. Here, who knows? It's quite heavy.
Yeah, with Endure Cold, a diver might be able to get down and like chip some off or something. But I think this is probably... Well, and we don't know for certain, but it seems like it's our been our assumption that on some level the black ice is innervated or strengthened or related to the Frost Witch's power, and so if we deal with her, it might not have that kind of pull on these people in the same way. So down here might be good enough once we've dealt with the bigger problem, basically.
Yeah. What you know the black ice has been connected to is that necromancer calling himself Akar Kessel. And Kessel had the connection to the crystal shard that grew that massive tower 100 years ago. And he seems to have thrown in with the Frost Witch, but to the best of your knowledge, Akar Kessel didn't have a direct relationship or direct connection to Auril or to the White Witch. Whether this is there is some kind of, that, God forbid, if the White Witch managed to get her hands on Crenshinabon, the crystal shard, or if I guess you did also Cola, and I can't remember if Falcor had this vision too, but I know Cola had the vision of that black ice tower.
Yeah,
right. So so maybe that is a fair. I wonder what's going on.
I'm gonna look around, and I'm looking at the shoreline. I'm looking up at the sky quite a bit.
Yep.
And I think I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna be, for anyone looking, it's just gonna look like I'm just picking spells or whatever. I'm making some little unobtrusive notes in my spellbook.
Okay.
Spellbook.
Prayer book, probably.
My priest scrolls.
Like,
Whatever.
Are you a wizard now? What the
I
hell?
don't know. I've got a little,
I'm just teasing.
and I'm gonna be, and then once that's kind of, before that, I'm gonna be, my hands are gonna be on the rails of the ship, watching the other ship go down, intently.
Oh, Cola. What are we going to do with you?
Nice. The real villain of the campaign. With that down, assuming that you guys are not going to do anything further here, and you can picture you are like full on in the wilds. Remember that these pirates set up a camp, really just a place that seems to be accessible from the lake. There were no structures. This is still the full force of winter bearing down on you guys. The wind on the lake is brutally cold, and you have the risk of ice fog as well too coming in the near future. So with the wind whipping the furled sails, then I think you guys will set out towards home, or towards at least Caer de Naval.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
Oh, grim.
Yeah. I heard from Brandon not too long ago, too. I mean, he's still not in a position to be able to join back at the game, but soon, hopefully. So, let's see here. You guys... Yeah, so managed to arrive back at Caer de Naval without any other incidents or any complications. There is some tearful, reunions with some of the members of the community and the folks who were taken by the pirates, and there are some hard looks as well too from those who lost people to the pirates. It is obvious that this community is going to have a lot of work to do to sort of to rehabilitate the damage that was done to the society, or the kind of the bonds in this small town by the actions of the pirates. It's obviously above your pay grade or your concern whether these people are going to be treated as criminals or treated as victims or not. But I think that when you guys are sitting around the pub, you can definitely get the sense that there are two very strong or opinions. There are two camps of people in the community that have very strong opinions in both ways. Some want to see these people punished for what they did. Some see them strictly as victims, and then, not perhaps unsurprisingly, though, the ones who see them as victims are more often than not the ones who had people come back. So, what are you guys doing for that evening? I think that the speaker and the town, they are less. They're less celebratory about you guys taking steps against the pirates now, knowing sort of what the situation was and whatnot. You get a begrudging thank you from the speaker, but you're kind of seen as a reminder of, or at least you get the sense that they kind of want to see you gone now. You guys as outsiders are sort of a reminder of what they've gone through. So, yeah, you definitely find yourselves, instead of seeing people come up and talk to you guys and plead for your help and thank you and whatever else, what instead we're seeing is that the rest of the community is on kind of one side of the pub and you guys are sort of on the other, looking out at the lake.
Were we getting anything for this, Gorwin? I can't remember.
I don't think we agreed to any kind of.
I think you offered to help full stop. Is the way.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just said that we're going to deal with it, and that was that. And I don't think he offered any kind of payment in return. I think we had sort of assumed that we might be able to convince somebody to sail us up to kind of the head of the river up here to maybe save a little bit of time, and that was what we would get out of it. That might be enough to kind of even
Maybe we should just drop some hints that we're going to hang out until we find a boat that'll sail us up to.
Well, you would have an opportunity to speak when the speaker does meet with you, and you may remember that he's kind of a bloviating idiot, but he can very easily, like he at first kind of leads into the whole like, well, we really, the town has been affected so deleteriously by the harvest this year, or what do they call it, the catch this year, that we don't have the money and people lost. We're going to have to subsidize their widows, and if you guys interject with saying like, look, if you can get us get us transport to the headwaters near Icewind Pass, then that will be sufficient. He will quickly shut up and agree to that. He just didn't want to have to pay you guys.
Yeah, I think unless anybody has an objection, that's what we'll present to him as our plan.
Okay. So yeah, then he definitely can do that for you. I mean, it's I think it will be a day's. I'm trying to think how long it takes to get across the Lacton Shears. That's only. Let's see here.
It looks like 10 miles.
10 miles is there. Yeah, it's about 10 miles. I think you could cover that in a boat in a day for sure. Especially with sails furled, like that would be what you could travel 24 miles in a day. Then on foot, I think you can get there faster. So, yeah, they could drop you off there, and you could still start making your headway towards Evermelt. Your guide, or your what's going to serve as your guide, he is still in town too, and he has been treated, maybe not well, but tolerably.
Well, he was pretty happy with us last time we checked in with him. He was.
No, he likes you guys.
Yeah, so absolutely. Seems like we can just, recontact and say, all right, we're ready to leave.
Okay.
In the morning.
All right. The Carre de Naval is not, a thriving metropolis by any means. It's a very small community, but if there are any other things you guys need to stock up on, you are free to do that here. So if you need to get arrows or anything like that, there's not going to be healing potions or things like that available. I don't think they even have a church in town.
We need to figure out the weather or anything, Kev?
I think we're going to need to in a moment here. Weatherman!
Well,
although
maybe we can have some
buy up a bunch of arrows. Now, when we're going to walk it, or we're going to get sleds or something.
Boats. We're going to have to wear your armor on a boat.
Well, he means.
Oh,
he
sorry,
means-
we're going up the river, aren't we? A bit further. We're not stopping directly at.
Yeah, we're gonna try and bypass the pass and then go either on foot or from there.
As far up the river as we can. Okay. But after that, are we going to walk?
I don't recommend
Yeah, after
slides.
that we're walking.
Okay.
Could we get snowshoes and stuff to help with the poor terrain?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so
Is that in like an equipment guide of some kind? I don't think it's in the players.
I don't think it is in the players. I think it's in the what do you call it? The
no, your adventure wilderness thingy, I assume it is.
Yep. Yeah.
500 gold for a war elephant.
Give me one of those.
Yeah, can we get a woolly war element mammoth and
Get them.
big howdah with some big heated braziers, and we'll do it in style.
Yeah.
We'll just get some war mammoths and we'll stomp our way there.
See, so this is one of the things I really like. Just as a because I love this idea, I really would love to incorporate it into our campaign, but a lot of the elements they add in Rise of the Frost Maiden are much more high fantasy than the kind of the stuff that's the way that it's been presented so far. One of the things you can get in it is a axebeak, a woolly axebeak mount. So it's effectively like
okay.
a tauntaun.
Tauntaun.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah,
I have
it's-
a friend that one of my players in my game is gonna see that and she's gonna demand. She loves animals like birds.
So,
Zach, if
like,
you're-
it's great.
if you're listening, no.
No, it's just this is not how I would love. Like when, if or when I run Rise of the Frost Maiden, you can be fucking sure there's going to be, axe beaks in there, because I'm a sucker for weird mounts. But for this campaign, like that just feels a little more fantastical than what we've been establishing so far. So,
What do you do for about Alehead though?
well, a giant ram is a little different from the, yeah. So yeah, you can get some snowshoes. I think that there's probably someone in town who can get that from you. If you need cost for it, hold on.
Definitely think I have enough gold for snowshoes.
Yeah. Maybe we could stop off Care Koenig and say, we solved the pirate problem. How about you give us some money?
We extort them.
Yeah, how do you think that would go over?
Yeah. We're the new team in town, so
We made your rival city more prosperous by getting rid of the pirates, so you should pay us.
well, I think they were attacking all of the cities, weren't they? Because they
Yeah.
attacked.
I get it.
East Haven, Cara Dinaval,
East
Care
Haven.
Koenig.
That's right. Yeah. So it's more along the lines of the other guys paid us 200 gold apiece, so you should pay us at least 100.
That sounds like
Yeah.
extortion, and I'm against it.
No.
Extortion.
There
Yeah,
you go.
maybe.
Right.
Your,
How,
your
So
ranger act like one.
crampons
I'm just gonna
cost
change
4
my-
gold. Crampons are 4 gold pieces. So I'm assuming that snowshoes are going to be around that cost as well.
Wow, where's this?
Oh, hold
money
on. No, sorry, Claude. Here we go. It's Claude gloves and shoes, similar to crampons. Claws give climbers and mountaineers greater ability to climb and hold, cling to handholds and ledges. Both types are held on with leather straps and add 5% to climbing and +1 to mountaineering. Gloves are 5 GP. Shoes are 5 GP. If you guys are planning on scaling the Ragged Glacier to get to Evermelt, that might be
So what's that for the entire climbing kit, as it were?
8 GP.
We'll call that climbing.
But that's
You
not
have
that's not with snowshoes. That's just with the climbing gear, right?
That is just the clawed gloves and shoes. Seeing if I
Okay.
think that snowshoes
Is there
would be
a
probably about 4 GP.
Is there a weight for those, Kev?
Negligible.
Okay.
I'm gonna give me some snowshoes too.
The snowshoes would be probably like 3 pounds, I think. I've used snowshoes before, like actual proper
I have two.
wood ones. So I'm just trying to remember how heavy they were. Like, I think they're quite light. Like, I mean, it defeats the purpose if they're insanely heavy, right? Where you're just like, I'm too exhausted to move. And it's mostly
I think we
like...
get some more rope and stuff, and pitons.
Yep.
Um,
So that stuff you should be is in the player's handbook. The pythons and crampons are 5 GP, which also add 15% to climbing checks. Wow. Grappling hook costs 8 silver pieces. Are there any other climbing stuff you guys wish to snag?
You guys want to make sure we have ropes and stuff?
Yeah, I think we only had a couple of 50-foot lengths of rope. I think we ought to have at least 100-foot each. You know,
Probably a good
250s
idea.
or what have you. And then we need to stock up on food, I think.
Do we still have rams?
You do, yeah.
Good, because I'm going to carry all my crap on the ram.
Oh, right. So we can
I
take
guess-
the rams on the boat, can we?
If you... I mean, you guys have met...
Can we rent that guy's
Barge?
that ferry?
Yep.
And just say, well, take us up there.
He's in East Haven, so you'd have to go to East Haven to get him to hire you to do that.
Why don't we just go overland and use our rams? That way we can carry all this crap.
Well, we got to go through the pass then.
Sorry?
We got to go through Icewind Dale Pass if we Icewind Pass. if
One,
we
it's
go overland.
I think the concern you guys had before was that it was a lot more. It's a lot more difficult to get through. That's why you guys were hoping for the shortcut across the lac.
Yeah, and this getting this close to winter, even with the as bad as it's getting now, that thing will seal up quick. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to leave the rams behind and pay someone to look after them.
Well, then I'll be moving slow then.
You know, I mean the what do you call it? The rams or the ferry. That guy, you got some pretty good leverage over that guy. If you know.
I mean, is he on a regular route? Because if we know he's coming back in a couple of days,
No.
Or we just send someone over there to
yeah,
ask him.
just send one of the people we saved and say, right, for a favour, can you get that guy over?
So how would you guys want that delivered through a stranger?
Well, or either that or one or two of us go over in the boat with him and negotiate with him there.
Why not? I mean, how much time would we lose just going, just traveling backwards? Understanding that there's a cost involved, but if it costs us a couple days to go back to East Haven, but then if between that and the shortcut we're using the ferry to get to where we want to go, if that's still shorter than going through the pass, then
probably will be.
What you mean?
I'm saying
Okay,
walk back
let's
to
do
East
it. Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
Haven. The road's well traveled. It'll cost us time, but I think overall we're still ahead.
Can we just
Rather-
not take a
Okay.
boat there? Why
So-
wouldn't we just take a boat there? It'd be way faster.
We want to take the rams with us, I think, so we can get the rams.
Well, we
on
could send like one of us in a boat to go get the ferryman to come up to
Are
carry
one of
the
these
ball and
experienced
load the
fishermen
the
going to come
ball.
with us on that boat?
We could all go on a boat if we wanted to. We're not looking like fishermen. We're just
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I didn't mean about looking like fishermen. I meant how good are your sea legs, Lex?
What are you talking about?
Right now, I'm not really. I'm not a big fan of water, Lex. If you haven't figured that out.
Well, we just need to send someone who's fairly persuasive, and I think Lex, one of the rangers I know, had fairly high.
Not me. I've got some pretty good scarring going on, so that's
Well, yeah, well, you just sort of say, well, you owe us a favour.
intimidate the crap out of somebody.
What was so you guys remember meeting that guy and dealing with that guy on the ferry?
he's already intimidated.
Yeah, like he did not. Did you come away with the impression that this is a guy who stands up to things pretty well,
No.
or
No, and we basically forced him to crash the party with the bad guys. So
yeah?
like,
Well, and this
all
is
we
sort
have
of
to
the like
go
you know.
into one step further and threaten him that if he doesn't take us with his barge with our rams to as far upriver as his freaking boat will fit. We're going to turn him into the East Haven guard and let them know that he was ferrying supplies to the
This is kind of the, like, you know, member of the losing army burning their uniform and trying to blend back in kind of thing, because if it's known that he was part of these pirates, right, then that's going to be extraordinarily bad for him. Like, for the rest of them, they've at least got the excuse of the infection of the black ice, or the ensorcelment of the black ice. What's his excuse?
Money.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are in those of you with a more nefarious mindset, which probably would have been stored, to be honest, then you guys would know, like, you've already got a leg up on this guy. Like, if he's going to do whatever the heck you want him to do. So it will not be, that part of it is not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Assuming someone hasn't caught him or, like, found him out. So,
yep.
The snowshoes, guys, are 4 pounds.
Okay.
And
yeah, it was the carrying the weight was why I suggested having sleds and towing them behind us. But
I have spells to lighten the load for about 10 hours a day, so we should be good for that.
all right,
Okay.
yeah, because
the rams can carry a shit ton as well, too. So,
It's good to
of
have a
course,
travel,
taking the ram
travel
with us, so,
cleric.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
no problem.
So then the first, let's first do your heals. So the first evening back in the morning, you guys wake up. You guys have benefited from the ministrations of your first aid healers. So you're going to each gain 3 hit points back. Those of you who are still injured. Cole and Falcaril will also gain their spells back for the day. And it sounds like you guys are either sending or you're going with someone to East Haven to like grab that ferryman.
Lex will go. Anybody else want to come?
I'll go with Lex.
Okay. So
leave one cleric with the party, and
yeah, does anyone want to cast any further healing spells? Lex is still down just by a scooch. Falcaril's down just by a little bit, and Cola's still pretty banged up.
as long as I don't get in combat, I'll heal up pretty quickly. Cola, you're not planning on seeing any kind of combat. You want to heal yourself?
That's probably a good call. Let's grab another D8 here.
Well,
All right. Well, I'll take it.
think it'll take about 7 hours by boat to get to East Haven?
Probably not even that long. I mean, it's only 5 hours away, or 5 miles away, so...
In that case, I'm going to endure cold, both myself and Lex, in case we fall in the water.
Okay. All right.
Anybody else coming? Cole, are you sure you don't want to go for a nice ride on a boat?
What about not having water legs? Don't you understand?
Okay. So then the trip to and from East Haven only takes basically the day. The ferryman is gonna roll over for you. You can picture that as like, you know, he's in his it's not a shop, but it'd be like, you know, the little shack down by the wharf where he works. And you can still, when you guys arrive, you can still see the damage from the pirate raid on East Haven as well. But he comes in and I do have, hold up, this is another nice thing about this. And what I'll do is I'll actually load some of these images between now and next session, now that we're actually back on track with this campaign. But there's actually a really cool, check it out, guys. This is the East Haven docks.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. Also, good idea, like, it's a cool way of picturing what those fishing boats look like. It's sort of consistent with what I was picturing, but it's good to have an illustration that shows precisely what you're climbing into. So when you guys what's that?
In East Haven, do they have a temple we could pick potions up at?
Let's see here. East Haven. It's
one
much
of the
bigger,
buyers?
like 850 people. Let's see. Goods and services. You do see that there is... So here's some things you see as you're walking around town. There's a place called Cairns Crossing, which is an inn. There's the White Lady Inn, named after that legend that you guys have heard about. There's the
goes to the water.
Wet Trout, the largest and loudest tavern in East Haven. Bandrick's
we stopped
Mithril
there for a
Pot.
bit.
What's that?
We should stop the loud place for a little bit.
There's a Wordrin's Armory, an outlet where adventurers can buy dwarven blades and mail forged in the valley below Kelvin's Cairn. Banrick's Mithril Pot. It's a tavern with, so that just has a reputation that goes beyond the Dale. Outside of, if you ask around outside of East Haven, there is a grove of white birch trees on a hillside that looks over Lac des Nashir, about 2 miles west of town, and that is said to have a temple to Sylvanas there.
That sounds like a great place for the Elven Rangers or half-Elven Rangers to go.
Hell yeah. Myliki is part of the Sylvanas hierarchy of...
I believe Solinar is as well.
Yeah. So what you do, because they are part of... because Solinar is part of the Elven Pantheon. So they may be they may be associated or something like that, or cover the same areas, but not the same way that Myliki is.
Okay.
So because of your connection with Myliki, Lex, I think that you have no difficulty convincing them to part with as many healing potions as you want to buy, and we'll give them to you at half price, so 100 GP.
Okay, well I got enough on me to buy 3 of those.
Okay. I've got a bunch of platinum here. Let me just...
I had 20, which is a lot.
Wow, you guys are rich.
Platinum 5 times?
Platinum is 5 times, yeah.
Okay, so then, and I can get one too.
Okay. So you guys are, and I think that the healing potions are probably more, more in the form of like a dried piece of fruit. You know, that you can kind of like you chew it off, and then it takes the same length of time as it does for a potion. But I don't necessarily picture them, putting it in vials and stuff. So
I'm gonna leave a donation of 10 gold just for the temple.
nice. Okay. I gratefully.
Okay, I'll get one as well, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, did Tom come with us?
Yeah, Tom, were you there?
Oh, sorry.
If you want to
in
send
that
it,
case, I'd have left an order then, in case you do get them cheap. So.
Oh.
I assumed that was possibly one of the discussions we had. Or
maybe drop an astonishing fortune.
I don't
into the
remember.
stream?
Yeah, I think you dropped astonishing fortune
that's
to.
all right. You can heal me
to edit that.
because I'm no longer the only tank.
We can drop astonishing fortune to make sure you send gold with us. That's,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, to edit the thing. Otherwise, that conversation would have had to have happened already.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then, so then Tom, go ahead. We spend the point of astonishing fortune to edit the scene.
No, that's okay. It's okay. I'm happy with it as it is. I should have said before we went, so I'm not going to retroactively try and do it.
No, it's fine. If you spend that's what astonishing
I'd
fortune is
rather
for.
keep the fortune for other things,
Okay.
just in case.
But getting a healing potion is pretty powerful for not dying. So
I'm
No,
carrying
okay.
5 now.
How about,
so
how about
I
I
can-
spend an astonishing fortune to say that Gorwin will send 200 gold with Lex and Falcaril and say, if there are healing potions, buy as many as that will afford. Tom, if you would like to
To also do
pop
that.
in on my purchase order, you're welcome to.
Sounds
No, that's
good.
okay.
So Gorwin will get 2 healing potions.
Okay.
All right.
the point's already spent, Tom.
I'm
so-
saving up for that really Gucci set of armor.
I don't think we'll have a chance for that.
No, the real full plate.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Cola, were you placing an order as well too? Doesn't cost an extra. You've already edited the scene that a conversation happened before you guys left. So if you want to place an order for it, you're welcome to.
I might as well grab a couple.
Okay. So it'll be 200 for 2.
Falcaril, are you okay if we spend the night and then go back in the morning?
Oh, Michael.
I don't think that's what we agreed on with the guys, but we could probably do that.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, it was how many hours to get here?
5?
Yeah, well, I think we kind of assumed that would be an overnighter.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
No,
that
no,
gives us
so
a
you
chance
guys, it's only like 5 miles to go from there to from where you guys are to here. You could sail
then
back
yeah.
tonight. Yeah.
Not needed. Then we'll go back.
to...
but
how much
let's-
for a
let's-
keg of alcohol from the tavern? Bring it back for the folks. Get some good
Yeah.
stuff.
take a look at whatever it costs in a keg of beer would be in the PHB, and then multiply that by 1.5.
Gotcha.
Cola, as the rest of them are going, he's gonna go find a bed.
Okay.
He's done.
All right. So then, if you guys, oh, nice. Okay. So you,
He's not praying directly to Sylvanas, but he'll just like
sure, yeah.
enjoy the.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I mean, this is the closest that he's been probably to any sort of shrine or whatnot to Miliki, or Miliki, since he, crossed the Spine of the World Mountains and came into the Icewind Dale. So,
Yeah.
okay. So you guys make your way back to, when you get back to Lacton Shear, you find that you guys have, purchased a bunch of healing potions, so everyone is, and you've got the, the ferryman with you as well, so you have plenty of opportunity to travel to the mouth of the Icewind Pass, or at least the headwaters that lead down into Lacton Shear with your ram mounts and with whatever other stuff you are carrying.
Tom and Cola, do you have any healing potions on you?
No, I think I used my last one.
Yeah. I also.
Yeah, that was the ones we were given. But I mean,
So I'm going to give each of you one, because I was buying them for you guys in case we needed them. So.
Okay. All right, and I gave two. I know Kevin heard it, but I gave 200 for two.
Oh, you already have one, so I'll give 2 to Tom then. So it's for those who didn't have any.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So then, okay, great.
Okay. So then, guys, the next thing will be for you heading out to heading out towards the headwaters, and then off towards the Ragged Glacier. So why don't we, I know it's a little early right now, but why don't we take our mid-session break right now, take our break, and then we can come back and carry on with you guys setting forth on the way towards the glacier. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
yeah, hopefully my cleric might arrive.
Sounds good.
Then
All right.
They can check me.
Yep. So for those listening at home, we will be back momentarily. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Just gonna load something here. So I got an idea, which is usually a dangerous thing. Let's see. Go. I'll check in with chat as well too when we get back too. I did see that Ice King was in there, so someone cast Magic Missile.
Well, I'm sure he'll be pleased to know that I did cast that in our what is it? Rise of the Rune Lords.
Oh, nice. Are you guys using PF1 or PF2 for Rise of the Rune Lords?
PF1.
Oh, okay, nice.
We're doing the.
John's heart just grew 2 sizes bigger.
I've never actually played all the way through it, so.
Yeah, it's interesting. The DM's doing 2 groups on different nights, so it's interesting to compare the different parties. Though I must admit, we did have some comedy moments when we were going up basically a tower with a rickety staircase, and we kept collapsing it and dropping other people in the. It was only a 30-foot fall, rather than the 120, 130 you could be at the top.
Yeah.
But we were having lots of comedy with planks, which really ought to be in the circus one we're doing.
Yeah.
Pathfinder 2.
I see there's a streaming group that is running Rise of the Rune Lords with PF2 now. It's one of the ones that's
right.
Yeah, kind of neat. To be honest, now that they got the playtest for Magus out, I'm pretty close to being able to run Iron Gods with PF2 if I was so inclined. Can we hit reconnect?
I'm torn either way on that. I'm like, I like Iron Gods, but I like Pathfinder 1, so.
Interesting. I'm going to have to completely redo my Pathfinder 2 character, because unfortunately I chose a spellcaster. I'm pretty sure I've completely messed up the character build. I'm
How
not
so?
playing the bard like you should be, but this is literally our first go at it, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move you guys over here. I got new map for you to look at. I'm going to see if I can find a better version of this.
I do like the Roll20 Pathfinder 2 character sheet, though.
It's incredible. We used Arlen was played in a game we played yesterday, and like the changes that they've made to the not only the sheets but also to the compendium, like it has almost as much drag and drop functionality as what the 5th edition ones do now, which is huge benefit. And 5th edition is well. Go ahead, John. What?
Did they fix the buffs and debuffs conditions section of that cheat yet?
I have no idea.
Okay. That's the only thing that was bugging me is because...
PF2?
Yeah, PF2.
Okay, no, I don't. They probably did because they've already added in, like, the iterative attacks is now added in as a default for you. You can drag and drop all your spells, all your feats, which is a huge... spellcasting is complicated in 5th edition, but it's certainly more so in PF2, so it's nice to have that, to not have to add all that shit in there. All right, guys, so here's the map for the for where you guys are. This will give you hopefully a better sense of scale. So this is where your heading is, up towards the Ragged Glacier there. And you can see that now when I've been talking before about the sea of moving ice being that massive, you know, like it would be finding a needle in a haystack. I think hopefully that'll give you a better sense of just how futile it would be to just wander around the sea of moving ice trying to find a black tower.
Isn't like Luskin right? Yeah, right over here.
So, what's that scale? Miles?
Scales are miles at the top, yeah.
So, about 2 feet on the map is 5 miles.
So, you guys are heading well out into the wilderness.
60 miles.
Mm-hmm.
As the crow flies.
Oh, right. So... But I was...
Is it bigger than you
right,
guys
sorry,
thought?
I'm seeing where you are now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay. So then, let's see here. What are we going to use as our navigating token? Let me grab our little teeny tiny
Right,
store
I'm
again.
going to have to drop off here.
Okay.
We'll see in a bit.
Yep. Okay. So then, guys, what are you? You guys are transported to the far end, the northern end of the Lactana Shear. You guys are deposited there. The ferryman. Do you wish to make any conversation with him or ask anything of him? He's probably going to be sheepishly quiet unless you guys bring up try to get conversation going with him.
I don't have much to say to him.
Mm.
But I think towards the end of it, I'll compensate him 5 gold for getting us over here.
Okay. Well, the rest of you guys, anything? Or
Well, Lex kind of bullied him, so he's just going to be quiet.
okay. All right. So then, speaking of Dave, would you kind of give us, man, a couple of rolls here? A fair warning, Dave has rolled hurricanes more often than not in the last couple of days. So
95's not quite a 00, but
oh my god! Dave, what are you... Holy shit. Okay, so it is snowing like crazy. The
so it's a
wind...
blizzard, basically.
Yeah, like the wind is... And I think this is when you guys make shore, so it's almost as if the weather is turning against you. So you guys are almost immediately going to have to try and find some cover, because 95 is... Actually, you know, Dave, you've avoided windstorm by 1. So this is a mere 31 to 50 mile an hour wind. And it's only those of you, thank God there's no gnomes in the party, so they'll be the only ones who have to worry about being blown away. But you are suffering -4 to all your range attack penalties for the duration of the day. Jeez. On the upside, yeah, so that's good lord. So it's almost as if Auril knows that you guys are coming.
Gotcha. Hold on, bud.
can
Ready
find
for some chop.
If we can get a suitable campsite, I can set one up magically, so that's good.
Okay. So then what do you guys... Yeah, I guess for here... This isn't as bad as what it was when you rolled the double zeros, Dave. So you're not actually being blown away. But, setting up tents and things like that is going to be extraordinarily hard right now.
Magic.
Yeah. So what... you guys have about half a day worth of travel left ahead of you. So let's see if anything interesting happens. Where am I?
Okay, so looks like I'm going to be putting away my arrows and walking around with my quarterstaff. Over here,
Okay, Andrew, I don't think you've been gone and busy with Move the last little while too, but if you're looking for Christmas gifts for your players, they got that whatchamacallit, something Silverhand's guide or like traveler's thing. This is a little pack you can get with dice in it for 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's got these fucking awesome oversized D20s in it, beautiful little blue dice too, and then it's got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of handouts in it about the Forgotten Realms. With really great art on it and a little fold-out map on it too. So if you intend to run more 5e stuff for it, it's and it's only I think about $20. Yeah, and it comes with a felt-lined dice tray.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So if your players don't have something like that, it's a great way. I liked it enough. I got my son one too. And then
only a little bit more than a dice set anyway.
Yeah, and only the what do you call it? The 2d20s have a really awesome, they got an awesome sound to them when they're rolling too, so it's pretty great. Laeral Silverhand's something or other, like I can't remember what the actual name of the product is, but it's really nice, especially if you're a 5e player.
Hopefully I'll be able to play with them in person again someday.
Yeah, don't stop me from using them.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess it's easy when you're the DM. Okay, so then let's check and see if there's any any interesting things happening here. Okay, so apart from the abysmal weather, you guys are able to make some headway in making your way towards Evermelt. Well, you said you've got some magic that is going to be setting up your.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Compendium 1 for the pre-spells, page 153.
Okay.
Great campsite.
Okay.
I can give a general summary. It's a 50-foot radius or less, can accommodate up to 15 people, clears areas of debris, sets up tents and bedrolls, starts a campfire, fetches water, and prepares a bland meal. It reduces the chance of the camp being noticed by 50%, but loud noises and other things can reduce it.
Okay.
Takes 44 rounds to complete. And it basically makes the campsite up with whatever we have prepared. So we have to have tents if they set up tents. So it takes 6 rounds to set it up.
All right.
It's good to have a travel sphere cleric.
Yeah, really. That's okay. So your camp is made, guys. Let's see. I don't think we've got a. Do we have a campsite thing that we've been using? I don't think so.
Only in the other game. We'll need a snowy one for this one.
Oh yes, right. Okay, now let me get rid of these guys here. Now, who do I have here? Gorwin, Cola, Falkrel, Tom, and Lex. Guys, it's almost like the game knew who's going to be here. Would you guys give me a D5 roll, please?
D5.
Yep.
2. That's me.
That's awesome. All right. So let me move you over to your campsite here, guys. Yep. So the winds are just howling, as you guys are making camp. I think if it was not for the magical, effect of Falkeral's spell, that you guys you're not sure you would have been able to get a fire actually going out here.
I'll probably be tending it closely and keeping an eye.
Yeah. And, John, would you give me a D10 roll, please?
Sure can.
All I see is a black screen cap. Is that supposed to
2.
Are you up here?
So probably doesn't have sight.
be? No. I haven't seen
Hold
that.
on. Have I blinded you? Let's see. That's quite possible.
Oh,
Yep, you
that's
got no
permanent.
sight. There you go.
It's permanent effect, does it? Shit.
Yeah. Okay, make sure everyone else can see the map now.
Under a cold.
Yep. Okay.
Being activated. Light modes have been cast.
All right. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think I got my metal armor back.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so 1 second here, guys. Where's my?
Would we be wearing our metal armor? Because we were still on the boat.
No worry, we made landfall.
There.
And we traveled a few hours and made camp.
Ice King. Yes. So much missile magic. I said, because John put in that next campaign he promised to play a wizard with magic missile, and I was thinking the same thing. So I'm like, do we have like a whole campaign full of wizards?
We'll just make multi-class wizards and level up to keep pace with the party.
Wiz, it's funny because like the other group, the Night Below campaign, has almost half the party is a wizard of one kind or another, and in this one, nobody.
Yeah, sadly I'm illusionist, so I don't get magic missile. I can make an illusion of one. Maybe I'll do that for Ice King.
Okay. All right, guys, hold on here. So, unfortunately, this is going to be coming upon you unawares because Falcaro was just distracted. What do you think you were distracted by?
Just the wind and trying to keep the fire going.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Let's see here. Whoop. Come on. I am going to assume that you're all sleeping in your armor you're going to be fairly uncomfortable right now anyway, given the temperatures and given how much shit you're going to have to be sleeping in just to try and stay warm. Yeah. All right. So, guys, this is what happens next. Falcril, you're, trying to keep this fire going. You keep trying to build up the kind of the windbreak around this thing, while still trying to stay warm, in it. Have you left left Asshole inside, or is he with you?
He would have been inside where it's warm. I just have my quarterstaff out here.
Okay.
In my armor.
Cola and Gorwin and Lex, why don't you give me a D6 or D10 roll, please?
Wow.
You guys.
Sleeping very well.
The party is sleeping really light tonight.
I don't want to hear any complaints about any bad rolls that come up from this. So I think that what happens is Falcril is busy fussing around with that fire outside too, but so Gorwin doesn't wear leather armor or doesn't wear metal armor, I don't think. Oh, you're muted, Arlen. Oh, Arlen, you're muted. We cannot hear you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was muted from earlier, but yes, I wear banded mail now.
Oh,
so
okay.
I wear metal.
So I think one of you sort of, shifts in your, underneath the your blankets, and you guys can hear the sound of the metal grinding on metal. There's a pregnant pause, and you hear one of you say, "Are you awake?" And all three of you are still wide awake. You just, whether it's being out in the open glacier, whether it's whatever reason, all three of you are solidly still awake. What is it that's keeping you awake, guys?
We're all wearing banded mail.
It's heavy armor and it's so fucking cold. And I'm a full elf, not a half elf, so I don't even sleep normal. I just sort of meditate.
Yeah.
And I just keep getting this damn thing in me eye.
It's your finger. So then, I think what, Gorwin, you're probably the one who hears this first. You kind of turn and you hear the low... Is it the wind, or did the sound of kind of a carry in on the howling wind outside? So you guys... Gorwin, what would we see that you do in response to the sound of something perhaps outside of the tent?
At least kind of stand up and kind of look around and see if you can't kind of pinpoint if the sound happens again, what direction it's coming from.
So we see you get up, Cola and Lex. This is why you guys are not surprised. So you will be able to act on the first round here once this surprise round happens. The Falcril, unfortunately, I think you're fighting with your hood, because every time you walk over and trying to change the angle, the hood gets thrown back down again. You pull it back up, and it's only in a moment of too late when you can see running in towards you.
Oh no! Flashbacks to my first encounter with wolves.
Are these the frost wolves that
They are not. No, they're not the oversized frost wolves, thankfully. But they are much bigger than normal wolves. And there's
a lot of them. Holy crap! This is exactly like the first time I met them.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Lex, what is your Falcril? What is your what do you call it? What is your Lex and Tom are not being hit here, but these wolves are trying to burst in. Actually, I guess they can because of that. They're not gonna be able to attack this round, but they are getting in. Sorry, Falcril, what's your AC?
The surprise AC is 4, 3 against the first attack.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna. If you're surprised, you're not gonna be able to get your buckler up. So.
Okay, so 4.
4. Okay. All right. So then, guys, this comes racing in here. Let's see. So let's do a bunch of these. 2. Okay, 1 hit. 2 hits. No, okay, just 2 hits. And you take Remember the crit rolls from yesterday, Arlen? we kept the Roll20 sheet for... Well, I know it's me. I entered one of Carl's weapons wrong yesterday, so he kept rolling, like... He'd roll damage of, like, 8, critical, 94. So... All right, so you take 3 from the first bite, Falcrill. DR will apply. And you take 4 from the second one, DR will apply. Okay.
I love my dwarven banded mail. This is...
Heck
I love
yeah.
this stuff.
Your Andrew, your cat's made the necessary appearance, the obligatory appearance for the day. I'll look forward to Anna coming to bite my hand in about a half hour. Okay, so then, guys, the surprise round is over. You guys, the ones that are in the tent, have spent all of their actions kind of throwing that thing open, so you can see the tent is now open. And the ones that are trying to get to Lex and to Tom are tearing at the fabric. Guys, let's see here. So, Andrew, you're the one who's had the longest absence from our games here, so why don't we start with you rolling initiative.
Make it my fault.
All right, so guys, everyone figure out what you're doing with this round. Nobody is surprised for this one. And then, oh,
sorry.
Beat my 1.
Too early.
Okay.
Close, but not cigar.
2's not a terrible roll.
No.
No, definitely not. These are medium-sized creatures as well, too.
Oh, God. Let's see if I remember what the hell I'm doing.
Kill.
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to work at all. So, and I'd be smart enough to know that that's not going to work. So.
Okay.
And
Well-
you're being attacked.
All right, so I am acting on a... There we go. On a 4.
Oh, right. Mine's a little bit quicker now, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've cut it for the magic item, you mean?
My new axe is slightly. It's a 1 quicker
Oh, nice.
for that.
Nice. All right.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so then, guys, I think... Oh, yeah, right, because Tom's getting clericed on right now. All right, so, Falcrill, you were up first. What are you doing on a 3?
Surrounded by wolves, he's starting to freak out, but he just spins his quarterstaff and wallops one in the face.
Okay, well, he tries. Let's see.
I'm gonna
He
go
tries.
against that one.
Okay, please do. Go ahead.
Okay, quarterstaff. Roll it.
Here we go.
No, gotta accept it. Ah, dang it.
Ooh.
Someone doesn't like me being in melee.
Yeah. And he always
Well, at
finds
least you
himself
didn't
in there.
roll a 1, 2, or 3 and hit yourself.
Yeah.
But,
So it says versus ghoul.
oh, hold
Was
on.
that your favorite attack?
That is...
Because I know you declare... I
Oh,
think
no, you're right. That's the wrong one. I need to re-roll that, right?
No, because that was a miss already. You can't more miss. If that's even with an extra bonus, then you super missed.
Yeah, no, I did. I super missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Falcrill was up first. Then it is the Wolves. Wolf. Okay, so here we go. We got 1. And let's... Oh, we're going to pull somebody to the ground. Let's see here. Your grapple. Falcrill,
My Thaco is...
Not Thaco, your grapple rating. So you are... What's your Thaco?
16.
Okay, so it's a 14. Do you have any strength bonus
Yes, I got a +1.
to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's 15 to hit you. So we'll have 2 of them, and they got their flanking bonus. Oh, one of them's got you.
So I get a counter, right?
You do get a reaction, yeah. Theirs is a 13. So you get a plus 1d20 plus 4.
Okay.
Ugh. So you are grappled right now. So let's add... Let's see here. Yeah, your green bar should be a max of 47. You've taken 4 so far. Okay.
They're going, I hate these 4-legged creatures in grappling.
Should have picked favorite enemy wolves.
You stay with everything you fight. So we get a couple other ones that are going to try and drag you down here. A miss and a hit. Okay, so you get to make a reaction against that one too.
Okay. Get off me.
When do we get
Oh,
our next favorite
jeez.
enemy?
The 16, I'll get it.
Okay. So, and then...
Okay, so I didn't get it. Okay.
you did not, no. Okay. Hold on, 16? Yes, you did. Go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 1.
Okay, so I might not have 12 on me then.
Okay.
On max roll. Oh, damn.
No. Okay.
So I went from 4 to
Okay.
7.
Well, hold on. That doesn't include the penalty for being grappled, though.
Okay, so
I think that's still good. An 8. But we'll say it's good enough. And I still have one more to try and grapple here. Nope. Okay. So these ones are all snapping at you. Only 2 of them that have managed to get holds. Let's hear. Cola, what is your AC currently?
You said we're not surprised?
You are not surprised, but you are prone right now, I think. Gorwin, you're up. What? Okay, that's missing you.
It's 3 normally.
3 normally? Okay, yeah, I thought you guys were pretty good. All right, so then and this one is going to break through. Lex. Okay, so that's it for my wolves. Unfortunately, the wolves all missed you guys. You're too tricky, too hard to hit. Gorwin and Lex, you guys are up. What are you doing?
Reaching down and grabbing my long sword, unsheath it, and take up a, elven stance.
Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, right. You gotta ready it that way, I suppose. Okay. Then, Lex, what are you doing?
Yeah, Lex will draw his longsword and stand up.
Okay. And Cola, what are you doing?
Same. I'm gonna retrieve my axe and stand up. Get ready.
Okay. All right. Then that is the end of round 1, guys. Andrew, we do thank you for your service rolling initiative. However, I think that the party has all agreed to go in other directions for future initiative rolls. So, John, you were up next here. So everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then, John, beat my 5, please.
Nope.
Oh, 9. So I am on an 8, guys. That's my first. Oh, so I guess I'll start going with my wolves. Let's see here. Nope. And nope. John, these dice like you. I take that back. I take that back. So one of them is just improving a grapple, and one of them is you do get a reaction against it. So please go ahead and roll that same roll you made before.
The penalty for the being grappled?
Yes, it's -2, I believe.
I'll put a +2 instead of +4.
Okay.
Nope.
Shit. Okay,
need
so
some time here, people.
5. So you take 9 more grapple points.
Right. Yep, I'm about to be helpless here.
Okay. Then it is the ones inside. Okay, so we got Cola, 1 on you. 18's a hit. You take... Let's see here. 7 points of damage. DR will apply. Cola. Gorwin against you. I don't think... AC 3, does that hit you?
AC 3 does not hit me.
Nice, okay. And then Lex, we got 2 on you. One of them hits an AC of 0.
Yep, I've got an AC 0.
Oh, do you? Okay. So you take 5 points of damage. Full DR will apply. Okay.
Did you say 6 for me? Sorry.
I can't remember at this point. I'm gonna say 6.
7 damage minus DR for you, Cola.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Arlen. I always suspected you hung on my every word, but it's nice to see confirmation.
My brain's on like a 10-second delay, so it's easy enough to go back out.
Arlen's got an automatic buffering system.
Awesome. Okay, so then let's see here. Next up is going to be Falcarol Hawkfriend on a 10. What are you doing, Falcarol?
I assume since I'm grappled, I can't use a two-handed weapon, so I assume that was going to happen.
Hold on. Here we go. You can. These guys I'm picturing are grabbing your legs more so than your arms, so I'll let you still try and do it. It's just... Oh, right, because they're in so close. No, yeah, you're not going to be able to use that one. Sorry.
That's what I assumed. So he's going to let go of his quarterstaff, reach down and grab one of his knives, and just stab it into the head of one of the wolves.
Please do. Okay, so let's see here. You are... you're not at half yet, so you're only getting...
Stop it.
Oh, hold on. You're... You're getting no penalties to attack just yet. They haven't got a good enough hold on you.
Okay. Well, I will stab.
Oh, no. They're more than the 5th, so yeah, you get -2.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
It's been a while since we've done grappling, sorry. Sorry.
Really? Come on.
Oh my god.
Astonishing fortune that, because this is ridiculous.
Okay, I agree.
I am not going to be taken down by a pack of wolves.
Hyenas are another matter.
Okay.
Here we go.
-2. Come on, Solinar. Stop screwing me over. Jesus.
Solinar is not
Can I
available
complain
for a
about
call
now?
right now. If you leave a message, Solinar will call you back in the next solar cycle.
Complain about the
Okay.
rolls now that it's done.
So then Gorwin, Lex, and Cola, you guys are all acting simultaneously. What would you like to do?
There's going to be a windstorm of blades and dying beasts in the tent.
Excellent. Here it comes. Holy shit, that's how it's done. Nat 20. Lex, go ahead and roll damage to medium-sized creature.
I took the 2 nat 1s for anybody, so you
6.
know.
Because-
The one that's near the entrance to the tent.
Okay, let me check the hit dice here.
Go last because I entered the wrong number.
Okay, let's see here. So that does not quite take it down. These things are pretty, like I said, these things are much bigger and beefier than even normal wolves. 17. So that is Dave. Let me do this here.
7 damage for me on the one next to me.
Yep, that -3 will absolutely hit it. Okay. There we go. Which one were you hitting there, Arlen? Sorry.
The
The
one.
one that's engaged you. Yeah, that's a stupid question. Sorry. Okay, and 7 damage. Let's see how many hit points it has. Come on. Actually, that one kills it.
Yay.
Yep, you got the old one. The old broken fang. So many winters he survived until you met Gorwin. Okay, this is a favorite round too, so you guys will have a second attack. So Lex and Gorwin, you guys have gone. Cola, what are you doing?
I'm just attacking.
Nice.
There we go.
Big hit. All hail Latiger. Holy shit! That actually. Let's see.
Boom.
Let's see. Is this a big one or is this a small one? Doesn't quite kill it, but really badly hurts it. Okay, let me adjust that. Wow, jeez. J-purse. Okay, that is... Look at this. Boom.
Trying to
Boom.
think.
Rah!
Audio
All
was
right.
really good with Solinar, so she sent the wolves after his cleric.
That is true. Yeah, that makes sense in fiction. Okay, so then, guys, we have fighters, second attack. Anyone who's specialized? I think
Just
Gor...
Gorwin.
Oh, is it only Gorwin?
Lex is a ranger.
Oh, and Tom normally. Okay, so go ahead, Gorwin. Show him how it's done. That's a hit.
Oh,
Which one were you hitting? The one on Lex or the one on Cola?
one on Cola.
Cola, okay. Another one dead. That elven blade just lashes out or snaps out with deadly effectiveness. Who is... Okay, that's it, I think, right? No one else is specialized? Okay. All right, guys, so we are at the end of round 2. Let's go on to round 3. John, we thank you for your service. We'll skip Mo while he's getting clericed up here. Arlen, everyone decide what you're doing. Oh, boy. Arlen, beat my 2, please. Oh, my God. All right, so we got some wolves attacking you. Redact dice. Those are both misses. That is a big hit. And then a miss from that guy. Okay. Oof. It's more than half. So you are restrained now, Falcarol.
Which means...
-5 to attack, -5 to your AC. You cannot move, and you miscast spells on a 1 to 5.
So I can't move from my space, but I can still stab things?
You can still attack. You just get -5 to your attack rolls. And let's see. Now you've been down. We're gonna have 1, 2. Oh yeah. Okay. So one of them misses for sure, but one of them does hit. You can try and react. -5.
Yeah, I definitely do want to
Yep.
react.
Oh, yep.
So it just a -1 on the roll then.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, Cheapers. Okay, so you take another 4. That's another one. Grabs hold of you. Okay.
About to get my throat ripped out, guys.
Oh, yeah, because I can convert all those points into a damage bonus. All right. Okay. Yeah, because I think it's like that's 4d6 I can do so far for extra damage on a like a throat rip. Okay. Then the ones inside, Lex, you got 2 on you still. Let's see here. Both of those miss, and then the one bursts through, and is Hassel and Tom. Misses him for some reason, or bypasses him, and goes for Gorwin. A 7 will not do that. So Gorwin, you see this other one coming in, you kick its snapping jaws to the side. Although this thing, again, like they're about, near where your chest is where their heads are. These are huge wolves. And with the scars that are across them, you can tell that this is a pack of wolves that has seen, the very worst and most savage conditions out here past Kelvin's Cairn, north of Kelvin's Cairn. Next is Falcor Hawkfriend. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's gonna shout out, I'm 6 on me, I'm about to die. And then he's gonna reach down, grab a second knife, and he's just gonna pretend they're both arrows and stab the thing in the face.
Okay.
This is likely not gonna hit because I'm 2
So
weapon
minus
fighting.
5, yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually gonna be at a minus 7 because I'm 2 weapon fighting in heavy armor. So
Okay. Let's see.
first attack.
AC 19.
Yeah. Solinar does not like me being in combat, so.
No. Nat 20!
You rolled it. At least
Fantastic.
you rolled a 3.
Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage. 4 points of damage. So, it's not nothing. Let me replace.
It's actually that guy I was trying to hit.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll just swap places with them. Okay, and then 4 points of damage. He has right. All right. So he is injured, but yeah, you are
Yeah,
almost.
there's nothing I can do, guys.
Yep. All right, then it is Gorman and Lex. What are you guys doing?
Hitting the one that's in front of the door, I think.
Okay. Come on. That's a big hit. Yep. And, okay, 4 points of damage. So you hack this thing, but they're just so big. It's tough to take him down. Gorman, you're
All right,
up
I'm
next.
gonna go for that same one that
Okay.
Lex hit.
Come on. Nat 20.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Nice.
11. Yeah, so masterfully you end this thing's life. Then it is Cola. What are you doing?
I was muted. I'm going here. And I'm going to go after this one.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Would there be any flanking because of Tom being there, even if Tom's being cleric right now?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
All right.
So, okay. 3 is a hit.
Sweet.
All hail Latiger again. And the Dvergar actually play a pretty big role in Rime of the Frost Maiden, too. So, foreshadowing.
I am Cola.
Boom.
Okay. Oh, and that I rolled shit for points for it, so you murder that thing. The blood of the axe of Latiger drinks heavily of wolven blood again. I think is that that's everyone for the round. Yeah, and this is not a favored round, so we're on to the next round. Boy, we're cycling through everybody rolling initiative today. So, Dave, you're going to be up next here. Everyone decide what you'd like to do with this round. And then, Dave, here we go. Softball. Beat my 8. There you go. All right, so favored round, I'm acting on an 11. Alrighty. Okay. All right, so first up is Falcrel Hawkfriend. What are you doing, Falcrel?
I'm trying to reduce the control on me as much as I can.
Okay, so -5 to your roll.
It's a -1, 1d20 -1.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, there's 3 giant wolves that have pulled you to the ground, so I mean, that's understandable. This is, if Liam Neeson couldn't beat one giant wolf, I mean, like, what were you hoping for? Next is Gorwin and Lex. What are you guys doing?
I'm running out the tent. I'm trying to smack the one that Falcaril.
Yep. Oh, that one should have a green dot on it as well, too. Okay.
Kill it quick, please.
Nat 20. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage. Jeez.
Oh,
Max
man.
damage again. Holy shit.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Does that reduce control on me then?
No. No. Okay.
Well, this is the turnaround. I save your guys' life by healing you. You save me when I'm about to die. So.
All right. Then it is Lex. What are you doing?
Oh no!
Oh,
no.
nat 20.
Our bullshit.
Got astonishing fortune.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo that.
Okay.
It's not unfortunate. 3.
Roll 20.
Less bad.
I got this, Cola. You can go out and do some damage.
Okay. So that is not good. Cola, you're up next. What are you doing, Cola?
I'm gonna run outside
Okay.
and take care of this guy. Hopefully, or do something to him.
Okay. Come on. Yep.
Damn, Cola.
Again.
This new axe, I'm liking. It's
Hail
actually-
Latiger.
It's hitting quite a bit more.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, you know,
Clangadin is clearly a little pissed that
Jealous.
you're aligning yourself so heavily with
Latiger
Latiger.
is free to give me a nice axe too.
Yeah. Nice. That's absolutely. Gods love negging. So- well, maybe if you gave me something nice.
Never mind the fact. Yeah, exactly. And then the god would be like, I give you literally everything else about you.
I guess that's not technically negging, but
Yeah.
okay. So then, let's see. So Tom will be able to act next round. It is time for the wolves. So seeing where this is going to go, they're going to try and finish their prey. 18. How about I roll damage in chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You missed, like, there were like 50 of them. You can help them up with.
okay. Oh, actually, hold up. Let me try and improve this first. Yep. So first, we're going to improve the grep, and then we're going to convert it over. All right. So you get 11, 12, 13 more. What's the total we got here? 42. That's 8d6. So it's unfortunately I did not roll great for the actual bite damage, but let's see here.
Well, at least I can reduce some of it from a bite.
Here we go. So this is how much damage you take from this throat rip. 30 points of damage in one hit.
Okay, did my damage reduction help at all?
Yeah, DR will apply against that. Yeah.
28.
But unless you got like DR10,
Yeah.
it's still gonna hurt.
Well, he just eliminated a lot of the control points, so.
So you're free now. They've lost. They spent all of their control points to do that throat rip.
Oh,
So-
I had to get her now.
Okay. Then it is. So I got one that's not engaged. That's going to attack Cola.
Oh, yeah.
Cola, that's a miss, and they got one that's attacking Lex. That is also a miss. All right. So then we are on a favored round. So Gorwin, you have your second attack.
Man, I'm just killing it today.
At least some of
Seriously,
it.
Wow.
7
Nice.
damage. Nice.
Survival.
All right. Okay, so then it is, I believe, the end of the round, guys. So we're going to round 5. And Dave, we found the initiative roller you needed. So let's hear. Everyone decide what you're doing with this round. And then Dave,
weather this fight, guys.
beat my 2, please. Ooh. So I'm acting on a 5.
Sorry, that would be 8.
Okay. And then Cola, I think. Oh, yep. And then who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing some 5. There we go. Okay. So I'm on a 5, which means Falcarel, you're up first. What are you doing, Falcarel?
I assume that when they got me down, I was prone, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to stab this thing twice.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pretending they're arrows. There are arrows. These are arrows.
I was wondering why you're saying that. I'm like, oh, he's trying to pretend that he's not in melee.
Nope. -2. Nope.
It's hilarious how consistently crap he is in melee.
10 at you, hunt it from afar, and
Yep. It's great that that Roll20 is like so fully embracing the role playing experience. All right, so I got 3. Let's see here. 2 wolves are just going to try and bite you, Falcarel. That's 18, 19.
AC 0, AC 1, AC 1.
Yep. So here we go. You take 9 points of damage. DR full applies against the first one.
Holy crap!
And the second one, 4 points of damage. DR applies.
-2. I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay, and then I got 2 more wolves on you.
Miss, come on, Jesus.
1 hits.
Come on, roll
And
for damage.
There we go.
2 damage, 2.
6 points of damage.
Well, I'm at -3.
Okay, and then I got the one on Cola. 18, jeez. So that hits an AC -3. You take 6 points of damage. Cola, DR applies. And Lex, you know what I'll do is also, I'm going to roll, I'm such a dummy, I keep thinking about this, rolling damage and attack simultaneously when it's only one of them. That is a miss on you, Lex. All right, so this thing, they finally take down Cola, or Falcarel, and they cannot grapple and start dragging him off yet. So, next up is Gorwin on a 7. What are you doing, Gorwin?
All right, I'm going to try to finish off this one Cole and I have been working on.
Okay. Go, come on. Yep.
AC 2.
This thing is tasting blood every round, and that is sufficient to take it down. Okay.
And then I'm just going to step up to threaten.
Okay. You got it. What about Tom? You're up next on an 8.
I am going to hit the one in front of me. Is this a preferred round, isn't it?
Yeah, it is not.
Ah, right, okay.
And that would only matter at the end of the round anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. AC 6.
On a flanked target, hopefully that
On a
hits.
flank target is good enough. Yep, that's a hit. It's a medium-sized creature.
Okay, small, medium.
Let me check for hit points. Okay. These are way tough. Okay, does not kill it, unfortunately, because this thing is a tough mamma jamma.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, solid hit though. Then it is Cola and Lex. What are you doing?
Go ahead, Cole.
We are shockingly gonna go up, just slam into this guy.
Blood for Latiger! That joke will never get old. Not to me, at least. All right, that is a hit. Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, they have a big bucket of hit points, but they're not too hard to hit.
They were for me.
10. Holy smokes. Let's see here. Let's see. Nope, it is not going to take it down. These ones are not sickly and old like the other one you took down. So, 10 points of damage. That would put him at... That is a really good hit, though. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Then, what about Lex Wiltshire? What are you doing, Lex?
So, you notice I'm normally going at the same speed as Gorwin, but Lex decided not to attack with his longsword, and instead he leans down to pick up his bow and leave the last wolf for Tom, capable. Takes an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Let's see here. Misses with an attack of opportunity.
And then goes, holy shit. Better get in here.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. So then it is... wolves have already gone, right? They took down Falcarel. Okay, so then that is the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 6. And initiative is passing back to Andrew. So, everyone figure out what you want to do with this round, this favored round. And then, oh, Andrew, once again, a softball. Beat my 9. 2. Nice. So, you guys will be able to hopefully prevent these things from dragging Falcarol off. Because they are hungry. Did I mention these are vampiric wolves, too? Have you guys been losing levels? No?
I don't want to make a comment because I know we're going to face vampiric something at some point. Like, that's not funny, Kev. Oh, yeah.
Well, the it does not help that the so the illustration that are for, so this is the Ragged Tribesmen.
Cool.
Yeah, which are pretty great. Like, if nothing else, it does an amazing job of giving great visuals for what the what do you call it? What to expect in there? Like, and look at this! God damn it!
In ye old Icewind Dale.
Cool.
Yeah, polar werebear with an eye patch. Like, Jesus Christ, get out of my mind. This here, where is he?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a vampiric walrus?
Vampiric gnolls. Love it. Tundra gnolls. Okay, so I'm not up till quite late in the game. So, Gorwin, you're up first. What are you doing, Gorwin?
All right, I'm gonna try to smack the one next to Cola.
Okay. Come on. Again. Yep. Boy, you cutting a bloody swath through these things. Yeah. Another one down. If you want to reposition, this is a favored round, too.
Yeah, but I'll take an attack of opportunity if I. Well, I could. Can I stand over Falcarol's body?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Hold on.
Would like
There you
that.
Try to protect him.
Sure, sure. Okay. Then it's Tom. What are you doing, Tom? It's you and the wolf solo.
Smack the wolf with prejudice.
Here we go. That's... Come on. Ugh. No. You gently brush its fur and give it a scritch behind the ear. Then...
How many fortune have we got left?
We've got 2, and we need 1 for me.
Okay, I'm not with 2. I'm not going to risk it because we could have someone else down.
Okay. Then that means it is
round, so I might splat it next.
Yep.
time.
Lex or Cola. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Lex.
I don't know what I was thinking of in my bow. Lex will shoot at one of the wolves. Do I take? It's not attacking me. It's been attacking.
You can't attack the one that you're adjacent to, but you can attack one of the other ones.
Okay.
Okay. 2. Yep, that's a big hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I'll roll hit points. Okay. Ooh, good shot. Good shot, sir. So that would do... okay. All right. Then, Cola, what are you doing?
I might as well. I'm gonna go over here and this guy.
Yep. It's one that was hit. Oh, I need to make a morale check for these things as well. Yeesh. Latiger's turned on you now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. They are... Yep, no, they're getting the F out of Dodge. This is seeing you guys slaughter half of their pack. They howl, and you guys will get... so, Lex, you won't get one. Well, I'll let you kick. You can kick, I guess, but...
No, I dropped.
Gorwin, you get an attack of opportunity. Actually, you're going to get... What's your level as a fighter?
I'm a 4th level fighter.
4th level fighter, so you're going to get 2 attacks of opportunity.
All right, 2 attacks of opportunity.
And Cola, you get 1.
Okay.
Only an AC 7.
I still have another shot though.
On AC 0.
Okay. The AC 0. That AC 0 is a hit.
Yeah, 7 damage on one of them.
7 damage. Okay. Let's see how many hit points.
Hola. Ooh.
Yep,
It's
they still
AC
got tons.
-4?
Jeez.
Yeah. I'll let. Okay, and damage. All right.
So that would have been the
so
one.
Yep, you killed the one that
already
was trying to get away. And then the one with you, Tom, go ahead and give us an attack of opportunity. There we go. And Tom. -2, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Medium-sized creature. Holy crap. Good lord. All right.
Second attack.
Oh, right.
No, for me.
For you, yes, Lex, go ahead. Yep, a hit.
I'll try and hit the wounded one.
Yep, sounds good to me. Go ahead and roll damage. Come on. Big money. No.
Nope.
You clip its
Barely
ear.
made
All right. You will be able to see that. So I think next round... Well, you guys may win initiative. Let's just roll initiative for next round and see if you guys can get a shot. They're going to be running off into the wilderness. Otherwise, Falcarol's down to what, minus whatever?
-4. Yeah, I just lost a hit point.
-4, okay.
I got you.
And then, okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Cola, you were kicking my butt with initiative. So, Andrew, would you kindly beat my... Oh, boy! Beat my 9.
Oh no! Oh no! There we go.
2. Lex, you seem to be the only one. Gorwin, if Gorwin's going to chase, he may be able to reach the wolves as well, too.
I'm not going to chase. I'm just going to stand.
Okay, so
over here.
Lex, go ahead and make your
threatening,
attack.
make sure you run out.
So, well, we're not going to bother to do the full. The only one who's going to get an attack is going to be Lex, because then I'm going to run out into the darkness. Oh, close.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So it runs off. All right, guys. So then, with these things running off into the wold, and you think you can hear, maybe it's your mind playing tricks on you, you can hear the sound of howls carried in on the wind. So,
Okay.
boy. Falcarol.
Gorwin, I've got a cure. Well, actually, how should we do this? Should we stabilize and then I will cast magic?
Yeah, you should always have me sip a potion and then go for magic healing after.
Right. Okay. So.
And you have the healing proficiency, so it's best if you try to get me up.
Yep. Okay. So I will give him I'll give Falcor a potion.
Okay, so, well, sit half of one.
Yeah,
Remember, you can sit for 1d4. Yeah, okay, so then let's see here. You're at -4 right now. So that is +3, +4,
got a con of
+5,
15.
+6, +7, +7. So 1d20 +7, please.
Oh.
21, nice. Okay, so you, and then a d6. Uh-oh. Your wounds, wow.
D6.
Oh no, I got a D6.
Oh, that was a D2.
Okay, d6 is a 2. You suffer notable scarring.
There's more scars.
-2 to throws to impersonate another.
I've already got notable scars.
How many notable scars do you have so far?
I have the mortal wounds I have is an injured knee, grievously scarred, and another set of scars, minor. So.
So then I think that this becomes a gruesome scar.
Okay. What's that?
What? So what is the? Yeah, what's the disfigurement that Falcarol is suffering
Well,
now?
They went for the neck, so I'm guessing that he's
Yeah.
got. So what's the?
Gonna have to wear a lot of scarves. You are at 1 hit point as well, too.
Yeah. What is the effects from the gruesome scar?
It's just like there are more penalties. Anyone's gonna be able to see you at a notice at a moment's notice, and know kind of who you are.
Okay.
So that was he's at 1 hit point from the potion.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
'Cause
And
I
your
got-
administrations and whatnot. So he's still. So yeah.
And I will
Falcarol's-
cast and cure moderate on him.
For a ranger, nature seems to really fucking hate you. So
They hate hunters, and I'm a hunter, so
yeah.
I'm pretty much gonna dump my healing into myself too.
Okay.
God.
2d4 plus 3. Okay.
9.
Okay, that's
Good.
jump 2 cure mods in myself
Okay.
because I prepped that many.
So 17. All
What do you
right.
got? And 9 more.
You know, it would be interesting to do a survey of how we're in. I think this is session 31 or 32. It'd be interesting to see how many times it's been Falcarol on watch when he's been ambushed. Because
It's been twice. This
Sorry?
is the second time.
Oh, that's it. There's only 2. Okay.
I'm gonna do my last cure mod on myself.
Okay.
Like in 12.
Yeah, I'm dumping cure lights into myself because
Okay.
I got 2 left.
But that's me.
7.
Alarmingly, that's me tapped out. For
Okay.
healing already from some wolves.
Jeez. These are huge wolves too. Like this is not like normal sized timber wolves or whatnot. These things were,
Dire wolves or
perhaps something like that. They're definitely much bigger and fiercer than what you, what you've faced thus far.
I gotta take a little break here. I got a phone call, so I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. So then, guys, what are we? What are you doing for the rest of the evening? Just waiting to see if there's any more.
About what time was this?
Oh, this was. Let me tell you. Like barely after watch was started. So this would have been maybe 11 o'clock.
do we get the sense that sleeping out here is a bad idea, guys? Cause I'm thinking like we're hearing more of the howling on the wind. Lex or Falcro, any ideas on? Well, John's out, but any ideas on how close those might be?
I don't know if would they? They probably won't come back. These creatures won't, anyways.
Oh, I do have survival, so do you want me to try?
Try what?
I've got the survival.
No, but what? Try to do what with survival?
Reckon whether the wolves are far or near,
So we
coming
just
towards
killed-
us, going away.
we just
I don't
killed,
think.
like,
Like that. I'm not sure that would allow you to
Okay,
do
yeah,
that. Yeah.
they're pack hunters, and we just killed 80% of their pack. The injured one and the one that got away without injury are not going to come back. Like,
Yeah.
they've just faced certain death essentially.
I'm wondering if kind of counterintuitive, but we could put out the fire and have whoever's on watch be inside the tent, in which case they'd be warm enough. They wouldn't really be on watch, but they would be available as like the first person to charge in if something attacked the tent.
Mhm.
And that might make us less of a target out here. Because I'm imagining the fire putting out light out on the open tundra is what's most likely to attract anything.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Or the fact that we've got a bunch of rams and, like,
Well, the Rams might too, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true.
big tasty ram steaks.
Okay.
What a miss.
Did we hear when the ice dragon showed up, or
No.
no? Okay.
You're now undead. It's all right. We can't turn undead, so you're okay with being an undead ranger.
No, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Okay. So next day, when you're did someone write down the name of your? I've got it in my notes somewhere here, but I don't want to. Oh, is Ragnar? Ragnar is the name of your guide?
See player notes.
I think so.
Yeah,
That
I-
sounds
I-
right.
I see the name written and circled, so that's usually how I try and remind myself. So I don't need to look at my notes; it's already open to that. Look at that. So I need to put a token for Ragnar in here then too. Let's see.
I didn't write down his name.
Did you write down that he's a disguised vampiric gnoll?
Nope.
No? Okay. Is he kidding? I don't know.
All right. I guess we're fighting vampiric gnolls in Night Below, because that's probably more likely.
Yeah, right. They're going to come back with seeking vengeance. Okay. So then, guys, otherwise, you're taking those precautions to, keep the rams tied up, and then you guys all inside keeping watch. The rest of the evening passes uneventfully. So morning comes. Here we go. Here's going to be Ragnar. Boom. Someone give me a D8 roll too, please.
Yeah.
No, no.
2.
No.
Well,
Okay.
it's only bad for their D10s.
You can never know, because in this game, low is often good.
Well, it depends. It's good for who. It's good for some, for sure. This one.
It's good for
There
somebody.
you go, guys. Ragnar with his 2 hit points. So.
How does a level 1 ragged anything survive?
So.
Yeah, if you fell over a rock, you'd.
Are you guys threatening him now? Is that what's going on?
No.
Hey, you little jerk! Come on.
Look, we pulled you down from that post in the middle of town square. We can put you back.
Oh, that's a different guy.
Oh, I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm getting.
Yeah. It's the same illustration as what you're thinking of. This guy's just. He is not a warrior though, so he is much more prone to serious injury if involved in violence. So then, guys, the evening passes. Like I said, rest of the evening passes fortunately uneventfully, and the next morning comes, and you guys are setting out. Now, the next day is. What preparations are you taking to account for the cold?
I got 4 indoor colds prepared.
Okay.
I know Cola has 2.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you guys
we're also wearing furs and other.
Unless it gets really cold, I think we wear furs until we can't take it anymore.
okay?
Until we can't move, we're like Michelin Man full of furs.
Yep.
Well, no, I mean we until we reach the point where we start actively getting cold, and we can't stop it. That's when I'll cast my spells.
Okay.
It's not like we're going over a lake that might fall beneath us, the ice crack beneath us. That
Would it be
happens.
easier to have the spells for night, and because in the day we'll be moving, walking.
I want to keep them as backup.
Yeah.
And I got my campsite spell, which will start a fire for us, but we just
Right.
Okay.
I'm just thinking tactically to use those spells. When you're walking around in the day, you generate heat. Even if you're riding on a beast, you can move your legs and your arms to keep the blood flowing. But at night, it might be better. Like Arlen said, if maybe we don't have a fire, but you guys cast those spells on people at night, and we try to stay warm and get a decent sleep.
might be a good idea. My spells will last for 7.5 hours. Cola's, I think, is 5. So
Okay. So you guys are making your way, along, and you can picture this is like wide open tundra here. So the Dave, let's check the weather.
Woo woo woo!
Weatherman. No precipitation today. The wind isn't as bad as it is normally, and it is almost clear skies, guys. So it's a very marked change from yesterday.
It's on me.
And you guys can picture you're riding along on your war rams or your riding rams, and at one point you guys pass in the distance. You can see a small herd of elk, and
Not a elk tribe.
not of elk tribe, no, but this is another. These are reindeer, not elk, but it gives you an idea of sort of what you guys would be seeing here.
Cool.
And these things are, trotting off in the distance. If you guys wanted to try and get some hunting done, does anyone have the hunting proficiency?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'd let you guys do is we can go through one. If you want to add some rations, I don't know how you're kitted for rations right now. Did anyone?
I got some iron rations for 2 weeks worth, but fresh meat is always better.
I have 15 days. I don't know if that's
Okay. What were the rest of you guys? Tom, Cola, Gorwin, did you guys pick up rations while you were in town?
I remember discussing it. I don't think I actually put it down. What do I got?
I actually may not have.
I have 1 week's rations, so 10.
Okay.
What do I have here?
So that's one iron ration is 1 day, isn't it? So yeah.
Yep.
Time to do some hunting.
Yep.
And I also have a large flask of something warm and hot.
I'm probably less
Rum or something.
warm. Yeah, less warm at this point. 2 days out into the.
That'll make you feel warm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I have
Yeah,
food listed.
nothing better than a false warmth while you're slowly freezing to death.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure Dave went through the same thing. Anyone and Andrew as well. Anyone who's a Canadian, it's one of the first things you learn is the fallacy of alcohol warming you up.
Yep.
It feels like antifreeze for a little while, and then.
Yep.
I have some food listed in my items, but to be quite honest and transparent, I don't really remember when I last actually added those, so they might be the original things that I bought when I.
You open it up and it's whoa, jeez.
Yeah. So maybe that's what'll happen. I'll open it up and go, oh no, Lex, Falcarol, let me know if I can help you with the hunting.
Okay. So
Yeah, the
then,
hunting proficiency.
give me a. So there's 3 creatures here, guys. So then, Lex, you have the hunting proficiency, right?
As do Falcor does as well.
And Falcor does. Okay, so we'll do Falcor and Lex are going to be doing the hunting here, guys.
Why not just eat the wolves we just killed?
I'm not eating wolves.
Why
So
not?
I'd like. Who wants to go first? You can roll a D10, and you want to roll a 6 or higher to get a hit. You need
I'm
to take.
guessing Falcor probably got a higher wisdom.
Who's does Falcor actually have the hunting proficiency?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, but the way that it works in this, guys, is, and forgive me for repeating stuff that some of you guys may remember, what the hunting proficiency doesn't mean you hit things, or like you're more easily find monsters or animals or whatnot, or get more meat off of them. What it means is that when you're more efficient at taking them down. Normally, a large creature like a reindeer requires 4 hits to take it down. When you have hunting, it counts as 2 for every hit you got.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And we have a system because we've hunted together before that we always aim for the one on the far right.
Okay. So go ahead, and who wants to roll a D? You want to roll a 6 or higher, guys?
On
On
a
a
D10?
D10. Yep.
Sure. Cool. I'll roll a D10.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So 1 solid hit. Lex, go ahead and make your roll. D10. Come on. Nice. So you downed one of them, which if you take time, you can get, I think, 20 rations off of it. You still can try and down another one. They haven't stampeded off just yet. So, John, why don't you make a D10 roll?
Can do. 8.
Another 2 hits. Lex. Oh, okay. So let's see here. What does that mean?
Time for chasing.
Okay. So it just means that the rest of the herd has run off. You do down that one.
Okay.
Okay. So that means you guys have 2 downed, what do you call it? 2 downed large-sized creatures, which means a large-sized animal. So without wasting extra time, you guys could get 6 rations off of each of them. And you can still carry on with the rest of your travels for the day. Or you could spend the full day and get 40 rations in total.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Okay.
Who knows when we'll come across the next bit of reindeer?
So let's just see
Yeah.
if...
The next ones could be vampiric or something.
Vampire.
Terrifying.
Reindeer that regenerates in your belly and turns into a vampire and then tries to eat you from inside out. Like it's.
Oh no.
Vampiric were-reindeer.
I don't want to keep, trumpeting this, but Dave, I think that you may enjoy playing Rise of the Frost Maiden because, look.
No.
Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the dreaded white moose of Lonely Wood.
I am literally now clicking refresh on the tracking information because I'm like, where is my book? Now.
I was thinking more about, you seen that viral video of the black moose
No.
eating the Halloween decorations?
No, but I really want to see it now.
Yeah, it was literally it looked like Satan's moose.
Well, they can be, they're so much bigger than what you think they are, too. Like,
Oh yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
moose, like, up close.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah, they're fun.
Really, I mean, I'm in southern Ontario, so we don't really get that many moose. But like,
You will
Yeah.
smell them before you see them.
Yeah, they're huge. We had hilariously, we had one. I mean, maybe not hilariously, but we had the fisheries, or no, it was the fisheries and wildlife minister in Manitoba, where I grew up. He famously, while he was on the on that had that ministerial appointment, had his car totaled when he hit a moose on the highway. So the running joke was just like, he's taking the population control one moose at a time. Okay, so then, guys, let's see what happens for the rest of your day.
So presumably you sell a lot of Volvos in Manitoba then.
Yeah, it was luckily the guy.
They are famously designed to be hit by a moose.
Oh, are they?
Well, no, because Sweden is quite.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, they are built like tanks.
Yeah, no, it was the guy was fortunately driving a hatchback, so he sort of took the legs out, and the moose rolled over the car. So he did, and he wasn't injured apart from some soft tissue stuff. But okay, let's see how the rest of your day goes. Okay, interesting. All right. So, tell me about the it is such a beautiful day. Apart from being cold, it's the wind is gone. There's no snow. Tell me about a little bit about what the sort of the butchery, the the what would we call this? I guess the hunting camp that you're setting up to try and deal with these things.
Gotcha. Well, I've got the make campsite spell, which I'll probably use early.
Okay.
But I do have the Trapper Furrier secondary proficiency.
Incredible. So you know what? You can actually. Do you want 2 elk hide robes or like throws or something like that from that?
I can do that. Yeah.
Make them into blankets. Be good for keeping warm at night.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. It's
Or for repairing our tent where there's wolves bit through it.
yeah.
Garwin
That's
had
what
to
we
sleep
should
next
do.
to the hole last night, so.
Next time we get attacked by wolves, we take the wolf hides and we use that to repair the tent. That'll keep them out.
still do
It's like
that.
your buddies were here last time. Then you should probably go away.
Okay, so then you treat the what do you call it? That will be what you guys are doing. What about Gorwin, Tom, and Cola? What are you spending the rest of your day doing? And this is like so one of the things that is the downside to this, when you are out and on like beautiful white snow on a sunny day, it's almost blinding because of the reflection of the sun off of the surface. I know this is an alien world for you, Arlen, but
I've seen snow before in bright daylight.
Okay, there you go.
Regularly, but it has happened.
For those listening, Arlen is joining us from Texas, too, so this is why. So what are the rest of you guys doing then? Cola, Tom, and Gorwin, while they're kind of seeing to the messy, duty of butchering these elk.
I suppose we stand guard, make sure they're not ambushed while we're doing that.
Okay.
Gorwin will volunteer.
Obviously, we'll help with setting up the camp, but not the hunting.
Well, I think that
part of it.
Mo, I think that Falcarel already did the magic campsite thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But Gorwin will volunteer to be the person on fire duty to make sure that it doesn't go out, because at least during the day, it's not going to really attract too much attention. And we'll need it to like cook meat and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they got a pretty big one going to try and dry all the they got to hide. Oh gosh, I guess the difficulty, I'm not really interested in going too much into it because you could probably make do with some of the supplies you've got, but like you'd have to have some kind of drying rack or something like that for treating the hide.
Yeah.
Right. So
We can just string it up between some trees or stuff, but we'll need probably extra firewood if we're not going to be moving today. We'll be
Trouble
having a
is-
fire going all day.
you're on tundra,
Oh.
Yeah.
right? So the lack of trees is the thing. But I think between like your supplies and whatnot, and that you're going to be able to makeshift some kind of way. We got a
We'll just
quarter
start setting up the barge.
yeah. Well, that's been left behind, 2 days ago. But I mean, like you could make it whatever you're using for. If Falcarel is making use of his magic campsite, that means that the tent supplies that you have for your actual tent is not being used. So we'll say that that's being used for that. Cola, what were you doing through your day?
Well, I was gonna say I could chop firewood, but there's not a whole lot of wood to be chopped. And I imagine even if there were, I mean, I could get creative, and if there's a forest way away, I can use spiritual weapon and just let my flying axe do its thing. No, I think I will take some time and do some praying, to Clangenin, Luckadin, and just tend to my tools and my weapons and sharpen them and all that kind of stuff.
So fortunately, I mean, apart from that encounter with the elk, the day is otherwise uneventful. So it's not until the evening when something else may happen. So give me. I actually just need to take a 2-second break here, guys, to go to the washroom. I drank way too much coffee today, so I'll be right back.
Sharpen all our blades.
I could sharpen. Yes, I could certainly take my whetstone and sharpen everybody's blades.
Not everybody's an armor smith or whatnot, but being a god of war and weaponry.
Clangenin teaches that we keep our weapons well maintained, so yes, no problem.
Yeah, I've got the Boer Fletcher proficiency as well, so if we need that, I could do that. But I'm busy with the furs. Never played.
I think like half of us have Bowyer Fletcher because I have it, and doesn't Lex have it too, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah.
We should never run out of arrows. Although if people go back a few sessions, there's certainly a.
Well, I've got.
I made a note. I bulk bought 100.
I have 80, and I've got a spell to cast on a quiver that for the next 7 rounds I can draw 3 every round and shoot and not use up my arrows.
That would have come in handy for Lex during the fight against.
Yeah, I wasn't high enough lever for that.
Derek Hammerstone.
Oh my god! Literally the last arrow in the stairwell.
It's like picking up arrows off of dead bodies and turning around and shooting it.
It was to the point where you'd almost have to run up to him to take an arrow out of him to shoot it back into him.
Double check to shoot you. Oh man, can't believe Roll20 is reinforcing my god's dictates on melee combat.
That's pretty terrible.
That's horrible. I just need to opt out of watch duty. I think I just need to use spiritual hammer.
Or have your bow out, and then do move and shoot and.
Well, it was windy when I started the watch, and I wouldn't have been able to hit anything.
Right.
That's okay. It turned out all right.
I think I screwed up this bag. Shit. This one was 20.
It's actually a nice day outside.
Oh no, I didn't screw it up.
We've had 2 weeks of smoke, and the sun's finally out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had thunderstorms that just pretty much washed all of it out. So.
Sorry about that, guys. So we had a bit of a random encounter in our house. I always have it's nice out today, so the door's open so Anna can come and go. I run to the washroom, I hear banging around in the living room. She fucking chased down and killed a wasp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was she injured in the process?
It doesn't seem to be, it's...
How much experience did she get for that?
Well, I think this is a payback because she got a couple weeks ago, she got stung on the nose by a wasp. So apparently, and it's tough. She's half pit bull, right? So they don't really react to pain, I mean, they feel pain and whatnot too, but they're so fucking tough and stoic that it's tough to say. But she's got no bite on her anywhere, nowhere sensitive. But yep, she killed a wasp.
She's got cat in her lineage somewhere.
Oh God, like she just I've
I think she should level up now and take a
absolutely.
take a level of war dog.
Oh, it's crazy. The well, she certainly is. After getting stung, I think we're currently we're sitting at 1-for-1 with our wasp. You know, the ongoing battle with the wasp, but
That's the score.
1-1
Yeah,
so
it's all
far.
fun and games till the hornets turn up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw one last summer, and I thought, wow, that's really big, and it's in my room.
Yeah, this we don't. I don't think we get hornets here. We have wasps that are
Yeah, they're sort of like
everywhere.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
But the murder hornets are out. That's 2020. Remember?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm sorry. So we left you with you sleeping. Did I miss anything while I was away dealing with my wasp
killed it,
hunter?
right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, then, guys. it
Everybody collectively decided that we should get extra experience for killing the wolves.
is- Why is that?
We just took a vote on it and
Yeah.
decided that, you know, since the Icewind Dale is a democracy,
Well, I think unfortunately it's a democracy that is rigged in favor of the what do you call it? The Arcane Brotherhood, right? So hands up, everyone who's a member of the Arcane Brotherhood. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Cola's what do you call it? Any kind of scruples he had are out the window now, like
Hail
Axel
Hydra.
Latiger.
Do at this point.
All right. So what I was checking is I want to. Oh, you know, I need to see if I've got AD&D stats for something. So give me a sec here.
Great.
Okay. Okay.
Done it now, guys.
This is it. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, guys, what do you find is someone give me a D. Bless you. Give me a D6 roll, please.
Not it.
I'm not doing it. It did not go well. Our friend of mine.
Oh, because you're like
Oh, 1, 2, 4. Okay, Gorman.
secretly a double agent now, or what?
Apparently.
This is where it starts. All right, so Gorwin, you are on watch in the evening. So first off, you guys have a wonderful meal where you're actually having some hot, some actual hot, meat and fresh food. Yep.
Question. This
Oh, does that recharge the ring?
this is a meal. We are together over a hearth, and we have invited Ragnar. Is that not
It is. Yep. So you'll be able to recharge. What is it? 1 charge or?
one charge per time I do this?
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Yep. Absolutely. Especially with this fresh meal. Yeah. And if you offer up thanks to Baron Truesilver, then absolutely. Did anyone want to make use of? I guess you guys haven't had any or any spells you wish to use before bed.
I've got my full complement of healing spells since we didn't encounter anything today.
But you and Cole are still a little beat up, right?
Yeah. Moderate. Do you have how many healing spells did you prepare, Cola?
I had prepared 1 light, which I used at the beginning of the session. 2 cure moderates, 1 on me and 1 on you have been used. And I thought I was tapped out, but I actually have a third, 1 final cure moderate.
Yeah, well, we rested after that and started a new day.
Oh yeah. I guess you're right. So same thing then. I have 3 cure moderates and 1 cure light.
Okay, I've got 2 cure lights and 2 cure mods. I will cast a cure mod on myself if you want to do the same.
Okay.
And then we'll just leave the rest for the. Ooh, that was a nice roll.
How are you guys planning on handling the? Well, I guess Gorwin. More to the point. How is Gorwin keeping watch at this point? Is he outside as well, tending the fire, or?
did we? It seems like we didn't make a decision on fire versus no fire. But
Well,
I think the point about the rams is a good one. That with the rams, we're gonna get hunted down by wolves or whatever anyway, even with the fire up.
do you guys think we should double up on watch duty? Just make sure nobody's out there alone.
Does mean you will sleep more and you'll travel less far. Up to you guys. Yeah.
I think the thing to do is to leave the fire going, to not double up watches yet, Although once we get closer, that's probably a good idea as we get better expectation of encountering resistance.
Okay.
But Gorwin will be out by his lonesome with the fire.
Okay.
He's got his sword strapped on, so they're ready and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So,
And it's I think the weather. Oh, actually, Dave, would you give us one more weather roll, please? Weatherman. Let's see what the incoming weather is going to be like. Okay. No. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. It'll be overcast, but beautiful day tomorrow. So maybe you're going to see snow the day afterwards. But the as the evening goes on, and let's see how far into the night it is. So it's about 4 in the morning. Gorwin is when you are keeping watch, and 40 rations. Yep, yeah, 8 each. Pretty good, guys. And I'm going to say as well too, if you're smart with storage of it, like you can keep some of the ones close to you when you're going to be eating it during that day, but then the frozen ones you can keep like in a unsecured pack, and it'll just keep it cold.
Maybe packing
like-
for the
Yeah.
snow.
We've got preserved.
Dave,
we've got preserved.
did you guys used to thaw the turkey outside too at Christmas?
What we could do is we could
We got the Manitoba freezer. Like, go throw that outside.
we could put some of the meat in a bag, and then put that bag into a snow-packed bag.
Yep.
Well,
works for-
and we eat this. We eat the stuff we just cooked first, and
Yep.
the iron rations they're preserved and salted and stuff, so they'll last longer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, Gorwin, would you give me a D6 roll, please?
Unless somebody brought a barrel of salt, you know.
Actually, sorry, make it a D10, Arlen. Sorry. Okay. So you are sitting by the fire. What's going through what is going through your mind, and what are we seeing as you're, you're keeping watch? Are you sitting? Are you pacing around it?
probably kind of a pace that turns into sort of like a squat and warm the hands every once in a while.
Yep.
Doing his best to preserve whatever kind of, obviously with the fire right there, he can kind of turn his back to it and, you know, gradually adjust a little bit and then turn around and, you know, try to actually keep watch as best as he can in a situation where it's hard to keep watch more than like a couple of feet.
For sure,
because
yeah.
of the firelight.
Oh shit! Hold on, I moved you guys the wrong thing here. One sec. Using this map here, guys, where do you think that you would be keeping the rams secure? 'Cause you got 5 rams with you.
Downwind of the prevailing wind, I would have thought, behind the tent. So they've got shelter.
Okay. So let's see.
I think that's what you normally do, isn't it? I assume they hunker down a bit like
so the wind is
dogs do.
the wind is coming from roughly over kind of here in the east, guys.
Yeah, they'll probably like lay on the ground. I would say not near the fire, but close enough that they're not cold.
Yep.
Less cold.
Okay.
And if those of us who thought to buy extra blankets for our rams, their rams will be cozier in the night.
That sounds great. Also, they have a name tag and
winter blanket.
okay. Has anyone given names to their rams yet? I mean,
yeah.
only the grandest steeds have names, right? So
I'm
Oh,
big ram is
Mine
called-
was something.
okay,
But
one at
second.
a time, guys. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Cracked Horn is Lex's. Faux Hammer is Valkyrie's. Okay. Tom, it sounds like you gave a name to your ram as well. How about Cola? Or are you still
I don't-
using Alehead?
I mean,
She'll
someone's
do
got.
this second.
So yeah, I'll have Alehead.
Okay.
Keep them.
Gorwin, did you give name?
Gorwin just calls his buddy.
Buddy. Okay, nice. All right. So then, all those are down there, and you actually have one extra ram too, like a pack ram, as it were. So
I thought that was Alehead.
well,
pack
Alehead
ram.
was, but now Cola's riding Alehead.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Alehead's been upgraded. He deserves better now.
Yep.
He's done his time.
Okay. So as you're
Yeah,
sitting,
that would be person other than goat. No. No. Pog?
what's that?
No, Pog is sometimes used to mean the support services in the army.
Oh, okay.
It's persons other than grunts. It's persons. Goats other than grunts. No,
Jeez.
it would be Gog, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I learned what was it? the term NFG today, which may be an American thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I had no idea. So NFG apparently stands for new fucking guy. So and when they were doing the
It's FNG.
what's that?
Yeah.
Fucking new.
I've always heard
Oh,
it.
FNG, right? Fucking new guys, right? Because they said, what was it? TFNG for the newest batch of the Challenger documentary. I watched that this weekend, and they were talking about it was what 30 new fucking guys when they were bringing non-astronauts in for training with it. So
TFNG.
yeah, that's funny. Okay, so then you guys have the what do you got? Have the Rams are all sleeping down. Some cozy under blankets, some otherwise. Although those who forgot to buy that may be a good use of that new the new elk hide. That's tanning, so. Gorwin, you are. It's one of the times when you stand up and you're walking away, and the light, at first you think it's just, it's the reflection of the campfire is catching on something, some like snow or some other, reflective surface outside. But you realize as soon as you look, it's a little too high for it to be reflecting off of snow or something. But it's brilliant blue, the way that like clear, thick ice can be. And you look over in the direction, and it's 2 points. And what stalks forward, far enough for you to just see, to make out this pure white form, and it seems to appear out of the darkness and out of the snow. It looks like this.
Here, kitty.
Looks like a Yeti.
Do you have any like animal lore or anything like that?
I have. Let me see.
I know you got ancient history, but
Yeah, I've got some. I don't think I have anything
that'll be applicable
particularly
here.
helpful.
So let's do this. Give us a intelligence roll at -8. This will reflect kind of your whether you picked up some, you asking around or stuff like that.
1d20 less than.
So whatever your intelligence -8 would be.
All right. Nope.
No. Okay. So you, it's hilarious that it lists it. Doesn't say fail. It's 0 successes. So yeah, you've never heard of anything like this too. But it is it's the size of what a lion would be. It's a huge predator cat, but it doesn't seem to be. There's a couple things that are unnerving about it. One, the fact that you did not see it or hear it or whatnot. And the second thing is that none of the rams seem to have been disturbed by this. Whatever smell, whatever, and it's coming from around down here. So it certainly could have tried to drag off the rams, would that's what it wanted to do. It also didn't come in from the direction of where the meat is still drying and the thing. So what do you do?
I think probably just mostly kind of wait to see if it does anything. I'll probably move over, not in its direction so much as like over to here, where the fire isn't kind of directly between me and it, so that I can maybe get a better look at it.
Sure. So what you can see is, there is a, it's not snarling. It doesn't seem to be, it doesn't seem to be trying to give some kind of like threat display or anything like that towards you. It just seems to be studying you with those brilliant blue eyes. And you're having to like refocus your eyes, because when you get to the edges, it almost looks like this thing fades in with the background, with the snow and the tundra. It kind of cocks its head to the side, waiting to see what you do.
I think I'm just gonna. I'm still basically waiting for it to do something, but trying to kind of memorize the scene so that if I'm thinking in the morning I might be able to describe it to Ragnar and see what he thinks about this thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to unless it gets to be like the end of my shift or something. I'm just going to sort of wait and let it do its thing.
So what it does is not taking its eyes off of you. It slowly starts taking steps towards where the meat is drying. And I'm making the sound because I'm incapable of making something move without making sounds, but it makes no sound whatsoever. So it is, as it's going through, and its massive paws, you can see the vicious claws on the end, are making its way through, like stepping into the snow. It's very, very long. Like it's it is a huge animal. It's got to weigh 800 pounds at least, and it moves slowly over to where the meat is drying. It's still looking at you as it goes over.
I was smart and bought my rations, and I don't want to tangle with this thing.
I don't blame you.
So I think I'm just gonna no sudden movements, just kind of continue to keep myself walking, stand up and shuffle a little bit over to one side or the other to kind of keep myself in a similar kind of me between it and the tent at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
when you move, you see its nose or its snout kind of like twitches a little bit, and it slows its gait. But then as soon as you stop, it once again starts slowly moving over. And when it gets to the rack, its big paws kind of deftly snag one or two things down. Actually, Gorwin, since you are keeping watch, give me a 2d4 roll, please.
I'm perfectly fine with it eating and going away.
5. Okay, so it's going to grab the equivalent of 5 rations, puts them down, and then kind of when you see when it opens up, it's got these huge teeth inside, easily as big as what Falcarel's daggers are, and its tongue just swallows up this thing. And perhaps the most unnerving thing is as it's swallowing, this meat, it starts purring. But the purring sounds like a low rumbling.
There it is, going away.
Yeah, no, it's going away. So when it swallows down those that little bit of meat, and then it's turns and it starts moving away, and you can see its languid form once again starts moving towards the edge. It spares a look back at you, those blue eyes twinkling in the firelight.
Before it actually leaves, I'm gonna speak quietly enough. Hopefully, I don't really want to wake up anybody in case they do something crazy.
Yep.
But I'm hoping it'll kind of carry over the snow, and that if this creature's intelligent, I'm gonna try. I've got a couple of languages, but I think I'm just gonna try in like Common and Elvish and ask like, "Are you satisfied?"
Okay. So you say that, and the thing kind of when you speak to it, it once again purrs, and it's that like rumbling, low rumbling sound, and then it moves along. And even though you have that keen elven vision, and even though you are watching it, it just seemingly seems to not be there. Suddenly, it steps and steps and just vanishes. And it's like when you see someone. You can watch them walking away in the darkness, and then when they just suddenly get to a point where then your eyes realize that you just can't see it anymore. It's that more so than it like vanishing magically or any shit like that.
Cool.
And the only thing that you can think of that makes you think that this actually happened is the massive paw prints that you can see tracking in from the edge of the darkness where the firelight or the campfire light illuminates, and where the slightly bloodied snow where this thing ate some of the offerings left.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. So I had one of my water skins like close to the chest or something, so it wouldn't freeze. And I'm gonna actually try to pour out some water over one of the prints to see if I can get kind of a frozen layer over it to preserve it in case it starts snowing in the morning, that I'd be able to dust it off or something.
So you know what? How about this? Because your character's got survival or not?
No survival. I'm just thinking that seems like just the best way for me to preserve.
So
anything.
here's what I think. Here's the way I think we'd do that is you've probably got some kind of cloths that on you, like an oilcloth kind of thing that would actually keep water in. If you pour water into snow, it's just going to run the whole thing away. But if you place an oil skin down on it and then carefully pour over, that water will freeze, and then you'll have the track. So you can remove the waterproof skin, and you'll have the actual track there. So,
yeah. All right. Well, then I will do something like that.
Yeah. So that's what you. Yeah. So you carefully do that, and I think that your watch ends with guys. Give me a D4 roll. Let's see who's the one relieving them. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Lex. Lex is the next up, and I think that the rest of your time, Gorwyn, is probably spent on the side of the fire between the fire and the camps and the tent. But your eyes go from the edges to the footprint that you preserved, or the paw print technically you preserved. Lex comes out of the tent. What do you say to him?
I'm gonna say there was a creature. If you can avoid disturbing, and kind of gesture to the area, Ragnar might know something based on the footprints in the morning.
What kind of creature?
A big snowy lion.
Okay. And didn't attack?
No, it seemed not incapable of doing so if it wished by any means, but not particularly interested in that.
Okay.
It ate a little bit of our elk meat, but I figured that was a fair trade.
Probably a fair trade.
Okay. Lex, do you have any proficiencies with like animal lore or anything like that?
Nope, but I have hunting.
So it begins.
Falcor, when he gets up, he might be able to help.
You know what, here, you can give me, what I'm going to let is, because of the hunting roll, and I'm assuming you've had conversations with hunters while you were, maybe when you're sitting around in Bryn Shander or otherwise, give me an intelligence roll -4. So whatever your intelligence is, -4, roll that number or less. How many points of Astonishing Fortune do we have left, guys?
2.
Two, okay. All right. So I'm just totaling up your XP here. All right.
My int is 13, so I got to roll 9 or less?
9 or less, please, yeah. I think there's a chance. Yes. Oh, really good. Yeah. So what you know is that there is a very exotic kind of predator that lurks out here, and they're called crag cats. And a crag cat is more than just like there are lynxes and so forth that sort of haunt this area as well too. Crag cats are actually something unnatural that will actually slough off magic. So it's not only a fearful that they can sneak in whatever kind of magical divinations or warning signs or things like that you may do. These things seem to slip through even that. And for that reason, a lot of people will leave out offerings. For if a crag cat's known to lurk in an area or whatnot, they'll leave out like knucklehead trout or some other kind of offering, some hares or whatnot, just so that they know they can be fed without preying on the locals.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
It must have been the hunters that we met just prior to going into Caradinaval.
Yeah, that sounds great. So that would be the flashback, as we see you sitting around at, what do you call it, at that outpost, right? Oh, no, you met them when you're going in, that's right.
Yeah, we met them on the way in, and then we were like, they were like, "We're here to save us." I'm like, "What? No. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, and it's something that they regularly do. Like when they make camp, they always suggest like leave something butchered out on the outskirts of your hunting camp because that the crag cats will prey on that rather than you. If you know that you're in a crag cats area, they don't. The one place they don't go into any of the forests, but what they do is lurk around, especially the hills and the craggy kind of areas. That's where they get their names from. All right, guys. So then that brings us to the end of the session with you guys doing that. You have a, as long as you keep it cold, Gorwin, you have a perfectly preserved paw print of a crag cat as well, too. Okay. So, guys, and let's see here. We're going to give, I think it's been so long since we've been back, and everyone had a really great role-playing moment, at least. Everyone's getting 100 XP on top of whatever else they do for great role-playing today. And remember to keep track of your spells and whatnot. Those of you who have fighter or warrior classes, you defeated 33 hit dice. That's 3 hit dice worth of adversaries today. And there are 5 of you. And otherwise, guys, you are each going to be earned. This is before your XP bonus, or what do you call it? So your specialty bonus, or prime requisite bonus. You are each gaining 479 XP. That's 479.
That includes the 100, Kev?
That does not. You'll also get the 100. You also get your class-related bonuses, and you also get your skill or your spell bonuses, too.
Ah.
That does include the Astonishing Fortune left over, though. So, congratulations, guys. Okay.
Oh, getting so close.
Nice. All right. So then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our final return to the Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. I'm going to be getting caught up in all my correspondence for comments today, in fact. So if you have commented in the last little while and I haven't replied, I'm going to be doing that today. In addition, you can also find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can reach me by email at dungeonmusings.gmail.com. That's all that's wrong. dungeonmusings@gmail.com. Can you tell I've run 4 sessions this weekend, guys? In addition, you can find a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. All of us are active there, and you're welcome to join us and join the conversation there. There's tons of great folks who are on there. We've got channels dedicated to all the campaigns we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other games. If you're looking to find a group or you're looking to find some online conventions to join, we've got channels dedicated to each of those things. And a bunch of other great topics as well. So lots of opportunities to chat with any of us or any other folks who are part of the Dungeon Musings community. In addition, there is, if you enjoy the session and you don't want to miss any future ones, be sure to click on subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of when we go live. I will also be posting the schedule for the channel's coming week, although because of pickup sessions, we have not been always accurate with this, but you'll at least know when we're playing something, and usually we're accurate for what the schedule is going to hold. That is on the community tab of the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel, as well as on the Dungeon Musings Discord server and on Twitter. In addition, there is a link in the description of the video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel that benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity. So that we don't have any other any charity initiatives going on with it, but if you're listening to this at a different time, there will likely be other options for ways that we will be saying thank you to our donors. We just finished up the charity raffle, and if you have won something in the charity raffle, my apologies for not getting things out to you just yet. I will be doing that either tomorrow or on Thursday, so Unfortunately, I've had some emergencies come up at the day job this past week, so I did not have an opportunity to address that stuff and get those things off. So we will be getting that stuff off soon. Last thing I will say is a huge thank you to my players. It's so good to see all of you guys again on Sunday. So it was a ton of fun to get back into the Icewind Dale again. And even the little amount of use we've made of the Rise of the Frost Maiden so far, I can't wait to start using some of that shit in Even if I'm not going to use the story elements, there's so many great resources in that. So I think I'm going to snag the Roll20 version of it just so I have an easy access to that. So we'll have some new maps, we'll have some new illustrations, lots of great stuff to use. Also, really horrible creatures to throw at you, so I'm sure that'll be fun too.
I've missed my close brushes with death in this game. It's refreshing.
No kidding. So here's Andrew, John, Mo, Arlen, Dave, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was a shit ton of fun. I will look forward to seeing you guys again next weekend. So for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us for session, I think, 32 of the campaign. If you are listening to this during the quarantine or during the current crisis, the reason why we're having this campaign in the first place, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We do hope that we've given you a couple of hours to turn your mind off of the troubles of our world and start thinking of the troubles that our heroes keep getting themselves into. I mean, those wolves were clearly foreseeable. Come on. John, jeez.
I'll brush up on my spells.
And until we see you again, happy gaming.